Hello, we're Legends on Paper, an eclectic group of longtime gamers with a passion for Dungeons & Dragons. We're not voice actors, professional gamers, or paid performers. We're regular people, just like you, except that we'll probably make complete fools of ourselves along the way as we attempt to have fun and entertain. If you enjoyed tonight's production, please follow us on Twitter and subscribe to our channels on Twitch and YouTube. And most importantly, don't forget to tell all your friends. Thank you for joining us on this epic journey as Legends on Paper presents the greatest adventure.
My love, we've arrived in Lyons Gate, and all is not well. You must have heard some of the story of Lyons Gate by now. The Queen kidnapped by demons, the King desperate to rescue her, assembling his priests and his knights and his archdruid Asuna to open up a portal to the Infernal. And how now his castle is covered in a toxic spell cloud, and no one's heard from either royal since. That evil, I fear, has spread beyond his castle walls. Yesterday we took a portal to the Druid Enclave outside the city, and we lost time. A day, I reckon. I woke up to a glade empty of druids while being bludgeoned to death by a Trent that should have been protecting us, whose eyes gleamed red with malice, and it is only by Luna's grace that we survived at all. We were lucky. I do not like having to be lucky. Within Lyons Gate, after we survived the night, we went to deliver the king, the blood of the king that never was, to the contact of my wise friend Hildy, a criminal man who calls himself the Fat Man. Instead, we met with the owner of the arena in which she first encountered him, then delivered the blood to his daughter, a woman who calls herself Raven. Hildy and I, particularly, thought that would be the end of our contact. Instead, she gave us another request. We are to venture within the castle and discover what has become of His Majesty the King and his retinue. After last night, and with the solstice upon us and demons at the door, if I am to fight here, I fear I can't win. If I don't return from this, know that you will always be in my heart, and I will always be with you. Forever yours, Kiva.
All right, thanks, Camille, for that introduction, and welcome to Legends on Paper, as we start with our heroes in the sitting room of the Grand Estate of Lord, or Duke, shall I say, Banfield Eldroth, brother of the King, who is missing. And our heroes have decided that they're going to help, see if they can find out the source of what's happening within the castle. The dark cloud that had presumably emerged from the portal when the king and his entourage disappeared. Not quite knowing exactly what they're getting into yet, they were forming the basis of discussion and perhaps negotiation with the noble and the prince to see what they might expect in any case as they go forward, and that's where we begin tonight. So, Lord Eldroth is pleased that you are willing to take up this endeavor. He warned you that this is a rescue mission, an information gathering mission, not so much a rescue mission, information gathering, and that going in with force has obviously not worked well for them, considering the Temple Knights and the Maidens of Suna and others that they've lost, with only one of his knights returning out of the many that they've sent in to do exactly what he's asking you to do now, but this time with stealth. And that's why Rescalin, also known as the Raven, had recommended you, apparently, to the prince and Duke Eldroth, his uncle, for just such a mission. So, you're prepared to go in. I'm not sure what I can provide you with information-wise, as only Sir Gavin, of course, as whom you saw the results of his return, has made it out. But what we can do is provide you some direction as to where to go once you get in. If you can survive and come back, you'll be handsomely rewarded. And of course, you'll be very, very well considered as honorable folk among the kingdom and highly regarded by His Majesty. The
So
future
we're
king.
looking for his savior here.
I prefer heroes.
Perhaps.
I mean, we're just scouting.
Hey, I will need some supplies before we go in, please.
I can get you almost anything that you need.
I need 4 chickens and 100 feet of rope, please.
I'm sure that both of those requests will be easy enough. He snaps his fingers and a few footmen come in, young men, clearly messengers. Is there anything else beside the chickens
Well, maybe a
and
bag to keep them in, or a cage.
cage?
Cage might be too big, just a bag.
A bag of 4 chickens and 100 foot of rope.
Yes.
Right? You got that. Medusa, anything else from the rest of you?
If these are demons that we're dealing with, would holy water work? I don't know much
I have
about
no
them.
idea. We could call forth the priests, and maybe they can provide further information on that. One of the priests of Suna. He sends one of the other men rushing out.
Well, maybe we could get a blessing on the act.
Do you
Something's
believe
better
in
than
the
nothing.
gods?
Which one?
Whichever one they bless your ass with.
Yeah.
I don't think you do, so the blessing might not
Listen,
work.
if it blesses me acts, I believe in them.
You said Jolo was able to channel his god's power into you,
Jolo believed in him.
but he's still able to provide blessings to you, was he not?
No, he died.
Before that,
Oh, I don't know.
he
He
never,
said he did.
he never healed you?
I don't think Jolo ever healed anyone, actually.
Any other supplies any of you might need?
Question,
Yes.
is there like a map of this place?
Can provide you with a map. That would be. Unfortunately, we keep that sort of thing, architectural diagrams, displays, maps, that sort of thing, are state secret. You know, we wouldn't want it to fall into the hands of our enemies. But Prince Arthur would be happy, right, to provide specific directions. Yes, I would. I would be happy to. Whenever you're ready, I'd be glad to give you directions from the point that you'll be entering the castle, which won't be through the gates. It'll be through a special door. We'll call it a secreted door in the wall. That'll put you a little bit closer to your ultimate objective.
I just have a question. What exactly was this Archduke Suna doing? Did he open a gate to the infernal plane? Or did they walk through? Like, what happened before everything went all demon cloud?
First of all, again, I wasn't here. Otherwise, I probably would have been with them. But I was in Oswald, south of here, with the prince, keeping him safe from whatever was happening after his mother was taken by those 2 demons in the arena. So I only have secondhand information, but I understand what the plan was for the king, the archpriest of Suna, as well as a few of his wizards, and supposedly Merlin was supposed to be here. He looks over at the prince. The prince just shrugs. but he never arrived. So, one of the king's lesser talented wizards was the one that would be presumably opening this portal to the infernal planes. I is what I was told. Whether it was actually what it was open to, I don't know. All that we do know is that they went down there below the castle in a chamber specifically designed for this mission, where it was going to take place. They were opening a portal. They had some clues to where to find the queen, and step through, I would assume. After that, they haven't been seen. And that's when the dark cloud emerged and enrobed the entire castle.
Just thinking ahead, can I get a kind of a light shield, perhaps?
Ew, sure.
Something like, and I was curious if you have anything that kind of goes boom.
Boom. Well, I mean,
Something that makes noise, maybe.
right, I get to the boom part. I understand the boom part.
You and I have different definitions of scouting.
Well, listen, sometimes you need a distraction.
All right, yeah, I was going to mention the same thing. You're going there in stealth, hopefully.
Yes.
None of you are,
I don't think we should use things that go boom.
It's just a contingency.
I'm with you because we're not all the most. We're not exactly horses,
Yeah.
stealthing through castles.
Yeah.
Some of us aren't that stealthy, so having something boom going one way so we can run the other isn't the worst idea.
In theory, couldn't you just transform into something that was more silent?
I can run away. I'm not going to run away. So y'all better be stealthy.
I'll do my best.
we could talk to one of our alchemists, see what they can drum up. Normally wizards and sorcerers and, those caster types, they can wave the fingers and whatever and make things go boom. I don't know how reliable that is.
Don't trust those types.
Oh, I do have one more question, and he reaches into his pouch and pulls out one of the small red gems. You got any more of these?
What is that?
Well, I would use it right now, but you squeeze it, and it makes you feel better if you've been hurt.
Oh, I see. All right.
Or anything similar. He puts it back in the case.
Prince Archer Penjago Eldrath pipes up at this point. I can perhaps help a bit. Not exactly in the way that you're describing, but another way. I do have a ring that I once provided to the Sylvan elf. Nimalea, I believe her name was, yes, Hildy?
It was.
When we first
It may
met.
still be.
I have similar rings that I can provide each of you. What they do is they give you some additional added protection. And he goes to a drawer and opens it up and pulls out 4 rings. They all look identical. They seem to be made of platinum, and they have a disc on top that's impressed with the image of a rampant lion, which, is, as you know, is the emblem of Lyonesse. And he hands one to each of you. Wear this, and you'll receive an additional bit of protection. Now, you may have to concentrate and rest a bit before it is active for you, but once you bond with it, then it will recognize this symbiotic relationship that you'll have with this ring and gain this protection. And basically what he's giving you is a ring of protection.
Nice. Nice.
Oh.
It's a +1 to AC, right?
With the 2, man.
Yeah.
Oh, and 6? Oh.
Now, we will expect these back, assuming that you survive. And we don't have unlimited rings to just give away. So hopefully you will survive and be able to return them when you come back.
Well, Owl's going to be hiding behind a shield, so he'll probably return.
Yeah, and the Duke has sent another runner off to find you a shield. Any further requests?
Does that take away some of your manhood, hiding behind a shield?
I might protect my manhood.
The Duke kind of cackles at that.
You get it.
Yes, I do, indeed, sir.
You are going to give us directions.
Oh, yes. Arthur, would you please? Of course, Uncle. So, you're going to enter through a secret door in the wall surrounding the castle. Turn right down the passage and take the first door on your left. It will open onto a large courtyard.
Slower,
Look
please.
right and you will see the Temple of Suna. Pass it and turn onto the next alley. Follow the alley to a set of green double doors and press the fourth silver bolt in the left upper panel. It will open in a long corridor with several doors beyond it. Go through the fifth door on the left, then down a spiral stairway that ends at a wall bearing the relief of a rampant lion. Pull down on the left claw, not the right claw, otherwise you'll spring a deadly trap, and then the wall will open. Inside is where they conjured the portal. Got it?
No.
Well, if that's to get to where the portal is,
Right.
can you walk us up to the line?
Well, we'll walk you to the wall, and then those directions will suffice to take you the rest of the way.
I got to first door on the left.
I'll be honest, Hal does the left-right thing. I'm not always sure on it.
I'm sorry, I'm very nervous. You know, I'm worried about my parents. Let me slow down for you. So we're going to take you.
Fourth silver bolt, upper left panel.
Secret door in the wall.
Secret door.
Once you go through, you're going to turn
Turn
right.
right.
Then you're going to go down the passage
Down the passage. First
and
door
take
on
the
the left.
first door on your left.
First door on the left.
Beyond it's a large courtyard. If you look right, you'll see the Temple of Suna. You want to pass it and go to the next alley. Follow that alley to a set of green double doors. And there's a fourth silver bolt on the upper left panel. You press that, and it will open onto a long corridor with several more doors. And you're going to take the fifth door on the left. Beyond that is a spiral stairway that ends at a wall bearing the relief of a rampant lion. Pull down on that left claw. Not the right one.
That one's a
Left
trap.
is good. Right is death. And once that
Left is
wall's
right and right
open,
is wrong.
right,
Oh, here the
exactly. And inside is where you'll find the cavern where they open the portal. You know, they're going to fucking die.
Wifey hand here.
People have been telling us that for a while, and somehow it
The
hasn't
Duke
come
Elderoth is
true.
just like shaking his head.
Eat hand is right.
Oh, my God.
Wife hand is left. You don't get your food dirty.
Okay, I understand now. Okay.
So do you need time to rest? We can provide you with comfortable quarters if you need a few hours of sleep or some time before.
I think we need at least an hour just to attune to our new gifts.
You gotta get comfortable. It barely fits on my finger.
That's because you're pudgy, dear.
How dare you, Hildegard? We're all putty in comparison to you.
Let's second that, yeah.
All right. So would you like your own quarters, or would you like just one large suite for all of you?
I feel like we need to talk some, so.
One large suite would suffice.
All right. All right. So my man Henry here will take you down. When you are ready, ring the bell in the suite. One of the servants will come and bring you back to this room when you're ready to leave. If you require food or drink or anything else, ring said aforementioned bell, and that will be provided for you. The chickens, the rope, the shield. If we can get one of the priests of Suna out here before you leave, we'll meet you in that room, or be delivered to that room. So, follow Henry if you please.
Thank you, sir. Follow Henry.
I'll be here when you return. The ringmaster is sitting just wide-eyed with, sitting behind the prince, beside the prince the whole time, just listening to this whole conversation, not taking part in it because obviously he has nothing to do with it, but just kind of bearing witness to what this epic prelude, to this planned mission and all this at stake.
Tell our story, dear.
Dorban waves over at Hildy and I will, very good at telling stories. I'll be here as well, the prince shouts. And they go back to chatting.
I didn't want to confuse Howl, but he actually has 2 left hands.
Oh, she's right.
No, dear. Here.
Oh, 2 right hands.
I take this one away, and that one's left.
I can't tell if I'm fucking with you or you're fucking with me.
I can never tell if she's fucking with all of us.
There's a thin line between someone fucking with you and someone being senile, and I feel like Hildy walks the line, jumps over the line, and skips rope with the line. So
It's okay. Just laugh at her jokes. It'll make her. Otherwise, she gets cranky.
Do any of us have any knowledge on demons?
Henry takes you to your room, and you find comfortable quarters there. You're left to speak in private.
I've seen a couple.
I have 2. Are you talking about anything outside of the arena, or was that your entire experience?
Well, there's experiences, and then there's experiences.
Can I roll a knowledge religion just to see what I know about demons off the cuff?
Roll a history.
Oh, history.
or
Worse. Oh, 20.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
Yeah, demons are not necessarily part of religion. As a matter of fact, demons, culturally, you would have heard much about them, especially, well, depending on what you know about the breaking and everything that happened after that, which we've gone through before. I think in Takir's case, it wasn't a whole lot. So what you hear or what you know about demons, that they're extraplanar creatures that sometimes have a physical form, sometimes don't. It seems like they were, most of the time, especially in early days, were kind of incorporeal, in that they would possess people and imbue them with their power as whatever power they had, which seemed to grow over time. You rolled a natural 20?
I rolled a dirty 20.
Okay.
30.
And that has been the source of a lot of issues, really, the past 3-4 decades. Seem to have come to a head a bit about almost 3 decades ago. But since that time, especially now, in these days, you're hearing a lot more about chaos and corruption and evil deeds and things that are happening. Just as what happened in the arena in Lionsgate and what happened up in Remy, and which was for the most part caused by you guys, but still it happened. Maybe something like that couldn't have happened before. You don't know. And what happened with the Dragon Turtle? So these are things that kind of skip through your mind as you think upon what demons are.
Do I know of any weaknesses or any way to alleviate a possession?
No.
Okay.
If that knowledge is, if there are things that apply to that, you just are not aware of them.
Okay. So I also probably think that Priestess Suna isn't going to be able to help us much in that regard. So I recount everything you just said to everybody else, so we're all on the same page.
Sure.
We knew that. Here.
Oh, well, I was just making sure. I'm sure Hal didn't know that.
Ellie probably didn't know. Maybe she did that.
Or Kiva, for that matter.
Forgets things she does.
Unfortunately, I don't know of any weaknesses they have. I'm not sure of any way we can protect ourselves from being possessed. This might be dumber than our boat trip.
Everything we've done is pretty dumb.
Oh, wait till the next boat trip.
There won't be an exposure.
Sure, I'll tell him.
I'm not even going to ask. We got too much going on as it is.
And he opens up the case. Take one. And it's 6 red gems sitting right there. Dolben fella gave it to us. You were there. You were there.
I was also
Take 2.
there.
All right.
Takir, take 2. So you and me get one. Yeah. They're a bit squishy.
Yeah.
What?
Wait, what? We'll be the last one standing like last time.
Hey, took damage last time.
So did I.
Yeah. Anyway.
I was near dead before we even started, so I'm pretty impressed that we made it out. Anyway.
Yeah, I got hit a lot while you were unconscious. Takir, you're the stealthiest of us, right?
I like to
You're pretty
think so.
quick.
Yes.
I'm pretty quick too. Huh? We should race one day. That'll be a good time.
I'm sure that would be hilarious.
Yes. But I have a feeling that we're going to be playing Protect Hildegard quite a bit up there.
That's not much different from what we've been doing.
Well, I'd rather not do anything that makes you need to protect me.
Oh, I'm just always thinking about you, Hildegard. Don't worry. And he kind of pats her on the shoulder, even though he looks up.
Al, what does scouting mean to you?
It means you go in quiet, like see what's ahead, and then you come back.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure we're on the same page, because you seem to be very focused on violence erupting.
I mean, it's a means to an end, right?
A last case scenario.
Well, we use a different means. That's why I asked for a shield. I don't expect to be dealing out too many blows, but I expect to take a couple probably if things go to fucking piss.
If things go to piss, I believe the rest of us will be running while you cover our escape.
I'll be running. I'm pretty quick.
That's why I got the chickens.
I was going to ask about that. What
During the hour that you're conversating and yeah, during the hours that you're conversating and attuning to your rings, essentially taking a long rest. The chickens in the bag are delivered by a very confused footman who's like holding the bag with the chickens inside, just kind of jerking around and moving, seem very, confused themselves as to why they're in the bag. It hands it over quickly. It's tied along with the 100-foot rope. It's hemp, and so it's not very heavy. It's a very light, very nice, highly woven rope of hemp that's very strong, good quality, and your shield is provided as well, and the shield that is provided has the rampant lion of Lyonesse on it. It looks like similar to what a shield of the Temple Knights would use, except more of maybe like a junior or practice version.
Okay.
Not the beautifully filigreed and so on and so forth. It's just very serviceable, though as far as you can tell, as far as the construction is very, very good.
They don't think
very well
they're getting
made.
it back.
It seems like our benefactors want to make this as low of an investment as possible. Hal says that out loud. Hoping somebody outside hears him.
It seems like you'll have plenty of room to protect your manhood with that.
Oh, yeah. So, chickens. What's the plan here?
They're distractions that don't go boom.
But they do go bok, bok, bok.
Not if you smack them. They're like Hofflins in that regard.
But won't they be squawking on the way in?
Bingo.
You just tell them not to.
Oh, wait. We can both do that.
So can I.
And you?
Why would I talk to chickens? That's ridiculous.
Why,
Very logical.
We might want something to bribe the chickens with. In my experience, animals don't just do what you tell them to. They need incentive.
I'll put some lentils in the bag.
Okay, all right. I'm not
That should
sure
work,
if the chicken
actually.
eats lentils, but
Lentils are just dried beans.
yeah, I guess so.
You want to tell them a shot?
It'll certainly distract them, keep them occupied.
Might see.
I think you're
Yeah.
a perfect person.
Yeah, I haven't enjoyed the last few times I've spoken with creatures. It hasn't panned out, so I'll let you take the reins on this.
I'm going to sit down for 10 minutes and cast Speak with Animals.
Okay.
As a ritual.
All right, it's not a problem. You can certainly do that during the time that you're there.
Now, listen,
And what
I
would
don't
you
know
like
what
to
he's gonna
say?
say to you,
I would like to say,
but
chickens,
just be quiet.
Just get the bag open, just looking inside.
chickens, you are our friends. We will protect you. But you have to go quiet.
All right, so they understand you, and you basically see how, like, scratching at the floor with his feet, and it's a funny little chicken noise. Make a persuasion. Yeah. But with advantage.
Not animal handling?
No, this is more persuasion because they're understanding you.
With advantage.
Yeah, with advantage because you're speaking in
Chicken.
a language that they understand.
Oh, guys, I'm so sorry. 12 minus 1, 11.
11. Okay. They seem dubious. But I mean, it's still better than average. So they quiet down a bit, but you see, hear them just kind of clucking back and forth a little bit. Clearly, A, confused why they can understand you, and B, not really trusting what you're saying as they're sitting in a sack right now.
I'm going to take one of the lentils and feed it to the biggest one
Okay.
in the bag.
All right.
I'm going to call you Daniel.
The alpha chicken.
I'm not sure you should.
Sarah,
His name is Daniel. I'm the one that could speak to him.
it's a girl.
I'm not sure you should be naming them. It's like when you're on a farm and you name the pig.
Yep.
Or if you name Hawthorns, then when you have
I name every animal like you.
to eat them.
I'm not going to kill you, Daniel. Don't worry, you're safe.
Okay, so he takes it, takes the lentil, reluctantly, kind of like, but he still has that uncertainty in his eyes.
So, I have a thing I can do when we're up there, where as long as Daniel is willing, we can send Daniel ahead, and I can see through his eyes and hear through his ears. I think you could probably do that. You're pretty naturey.
Well, why don't we go find out?
Yeah, I'm starting to think he's more of a druid than you are.
I don't think she's a druid. I think she's just a werebear.
I think she's just angry. Have you been faking it, though?
Have you faked your degree from Druid University?
Well, I've been faking it. I've been faking it so well that other druids all agree. So I'll take it.
How many times can I do this?
Hildy, gonna scoop up the bag and the rope and
Can I just do this once?
head on down the hall.
Before everyone disperses, before we leave the room, I am going to just take the time to write a letter.
Okay, all right. Did you want to dictate it, or did you want to just?
Just a letter to my husband.
Okay.
Yeah.
And, all right.
So your synopsis
The
letter.
synopsis. Yeah, I'm literally writing
So,
that.
Yeah.
so during your rest, you're able to write your letter. That's no problem.
Yeah.
If you're going out in the hall by yourself, I mean, just on your own, as you go out into the hallway, you see a couple of guards nearby, and they're temple knights. Immediately, one of them was like, "Oh, just a moment."
It's time to go.
Okay, all right, we'll ring the bell so Henry knows. So your valet will be here shortly. There's a like a pull cord, a big rope. It's yellowish gold hanging down from the ceiling through a hole, and it kind of indicates through the door to pull that.
Have you ever pulled it?
No,
Would you like to? I won't tell anyone.
really. Roll persuasion.
I believe she's actually good at that. She's not.
Are you really gonna do it?
Oh, that'll be a 19.
Fuck yeah, I've never done anything like that. Pulled a rope before. Like bellow and holler, down the hallway. I've got to send somebody to find someone else. Got an apprentice of mine. I've got to send somebody to do this, that, and the other thing. They can go over here and just pull a rope. You know what to do with me? All right. And the two of them just kind of hurry in and look back at you, look at the rope, look back at you, look at the rope.
Go ahead.
Let's do it. You just tentatively grab the rope and pull it real quick. It goes, boom. You can hear that kind of echo through the the hole, but not out in the hallway or anything like that. But you can hear the echo of it, and then they get this look of elation and satisfaction on their face, and then quickly rush out back into the hallway and resume their positions.
It's our secret here.
Yeah, well, I'm sure it's yeah. What an experience! Can't tell the wife about this. Just wait. And then presently, Henry shows up. Are you ready to return to the sitting room?
Yes, could you hear the bell when I rang it?
That's why I'm here.
Oh, good.
Yeah, the bell
I pulled
rings
it
and I
very
come.
hard.
Yes, it sounded forceful for someone of your stature. I'm quite surprised, although it pretty much sounds the same every time anyone pulls it. But in your case, it sounded a little bit more forceful.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thank you, Henry.
Follow me, and we'll go down to the.
All right.
I believe the prince and Duke Eldroth and the priest of Suna is actually with them. So
As we're walking away, I'll turn wink back.
We're all with you, right? Just making sure.
I mean, they had to come back in the room
Just
to
making
pull
sure
the
Hilda
thing,
came
so.
back. Yeah.
no, each of you have to pull the cord.
Man, can you imagine if they found out it was the servants that did it?
Servants, those are temple knights.
Servants of the king.
As you enter this lush, lavish sitting room, they're in conversation there. The Duke, the Prince, the Priest. The Priest is younger than what you might expect, and he's wearing the white robes with the golden emblazoned sun of Suna on the front of the robes. Several lines of gold fringe down the sides of the cloak, and they all look up as you enter. And Duke Eldroth introduces all of you to the priest. It's a priest of Suna that is filling in for the arch priest while he's
Being eaten?
no, just otherworldly at the moment or whatever, assisting the king. Just keep it light. And you had questions?
I'm not sure if he'll be able to answer our questions, but at the very least, maybe he has some blessings that could aid us.
Blessings. Oh, sure. You can do that, right? Give him a blessing.
Don't forget you wanted his holy water.
That's right. Well, I wanted to ask if holy water, now that I recall, demons aren't even necessarily related to any religious origin. They're
I
just...
don't know about that. What do you think, Jorman? Priest Jorman shrugs. I don't know.
Perhaps we should take some...
Holy water. I guess I can go retrieve some if you want it. But I'd be happy to give you a blessing.
Better to have it and not need it, so at least we'll have a vial with us, even if it doesn't work.
Okay. And who are any of you specifically followers of Suna, like Luna and other, but not Suna? So you're not familiar with the ritual, but it's very quick as he basically just touches each one of your forehead and says a few words and invokes in a language you obviously understand him. As he's speaking, you're paying attention to him, and invoking the protections of Suna and all her blessings cast down upon you, no matter where you go, especially into the dark night. The maw of the lion, as it were. And you feel pretty much the same.
I knew it.
But,
I knew it.
who knows what blessing he may have bestowed upon you. We shall see.
Henry was with us. Yeah.
Henry went in with you, and then once all the introductions were being made, Henry stepped out.
All right.
Quietly. As you turn around to look, he's gone.
I look around to see if, before we head in, I just was wondering if one of the kings might have someone who could send a message for me before we head in.
A message? Yes,
Oh,
what would you do?
Just send in a letter all the way to Bisca. I know it's a bit of ways, but I wouldn't be able to conjure a woodland being to send it that far. I'd have to get a person if I want a letter to go from all the way over here.
Roman steps forward. We can send it to the Enclave. I'll have one of my...
Are you talking about the Enclave in Lyons Gate?
The one outside of Lyons Gate, yes.
I think we should have a bit of a chat about that Enclave. Something's gone wrong there. Terribly, terribly wrong. We arrived there. We left to a portal yesterday morning. When we arrived there yesterday night, there were no druids. The treants who were supposed to guard us had attacked us in our sleep, and we barely made it out with our lives.
Well, are you sure you're in the Enclave? I mean,
I am very sure that it was an Enclave.
I don't think we're in the Enclave. There was only one game trail going out of it.
It was some kind of grove
So
outside
it was like a hollow in the trees was what Mike got out of it. Do we know what
It's
it
she
didn't
know?
look like yeah. I mean, it definitely didn't look like the Enclave in Matu. This was just a singular grove that you arrived in via the portal, and you didn't necessarily expect to be sent to the Enclave outside of Lyonesse, although there was really no discussion about that. All that you were told is that you were being sent to a grove near Lyons Gate. And so there were no other glades, or there were no other, structures that you would expect, like you saw at the Enclave in Matu. This seemed to be just a singular glade.
at the very least the glade that was used for travel.
Right, which there could be many of, but for whatever reason, the druid in Matu never suggested sending you to the Enclave outside of Lyons Gate. Maybe it's further away.
Incorrect.
So, yeah, so that,
Eva doesn't know that, so Eva's sticking with her fucking story.
Are treants often seen outside of druid enclaves?
Not in my experience.
I haven't seen one either.
yeah, the priestess I know, I've seen them on rare occasions. I've actually been to the Enclave south of here, south of Lyons Gate, and they're always moving big boulders around and so forth. I don't know, the druids, he kind of hesitates as he looks at Kiva, seem obsessed with the rocks. But in any case, the archdruid, well, he was here just this morning.
Then I suppose where we were was a receiving area. We were east of Lyons Gate. And
Okay.
it might have been just a receiving grove, but it certainly wasn't. Things were not well there.
That's interesting, though. I will most certainly pass that along to the druids.
I saw one
Yeah,
swimming once.
They'll want to check into that. I have no doubt. Oh, and I've got the thing that you, the quickest thing I could come up with the alchemist here, the thing that could go boom. And he pulls out this small vial, and it's got this fiery-looking liquid inside.
What is this?
It says, I don't know much about these things. I mean, these enchanting things, enchantments, and magical contraptions and so forth, but the alchemist said to drink this.
That is not what you thought it was.
Drink it and you would spit fire. So basically what he's describing is a potion of fire breath.
Okay.
I know what you thought it was.
I was like, oh, that'd be really fun.
Yeah, it could be.
I guess demons, I don't know, but
But that's the closest thing that he could come up with right away to a boom. So hopefully that's helpful to you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Pockets it.
So, are you ready?
We should get
Once we get the holy water, we'll be ready.
Oh, the holy water, yes, yes. Do you mind?
You're willing to send a letter, though, right?
Yes, of course. I'll send it to the as a matter of fact, considering the
Oh, for
information you just gave me,
Pete's
I
sake,
will take it to
print the
the
letter yourself
enclave
when we get
myself and
back.
have a chat with them and pass along your letter. I'm sure they have a way of sending it much quicker for you. I don't know. We would normally have to put it on a ship. You'd have to go on a ship here, there, and make a couple stops, and may take a month to get there. Anyway,
You all realize I'm very old.
Yeah.
I'm going to die before we get in that castle. Can we get going?
I just wanted that. I'm done. I'm good. I'm expecting our.
We're just trying to be as prepared as possible.
Be prepared for demons from hell.
Well, it's better to be
Demons that
somewhat.
kidnapped the queen, killed an arena, and put a giant cloud over an entire castle.
Do you think we have no hope of survival then?
No, we're going to sneak by them.
Well, yes, but it's in
Then you
case
don't
things
need the
go
holy
awry,
water.
as they've been going awry.
Take us.
so the priest returns. He goes to the chapel within. There's a chapel actually within the estate, and he returns very quickly with a couple of vials of holy water. He has 2 of them. Handing him over to.
I'll take one.
Okay, so Dakir, and who will take the other one?
Oh,
you want
give me
both?
the
Okay.
darn thing.
Somebody who didn't want the holy water all of a sudden wants the holy water.
I don't want it, but you're all so slow.
I'll be
I
honest.
can breathe fire now.
I'll be honest. If things go very wrong, I probably won't have hands. So it's kind of redundant.
So Dorman's not in the room when you guys arrived. Must have left during your rest. And the priest makes his way out as well, leaving you with the Duke and the Prince. And, the poor guards that are inside the room. The Prince looks over. I wish you very best. And my uncle and I will lead you to the door in the outer wall of the castle. Please keep this wall, this door secret, as it is not something we would want just anyone to know about, especially criminal elements and that sort of thing. In any case, follow us and we'll take you there.
To be very honest, I'm not sure we'll remember it past long enough for this encounter. So I don't think, you'll have to worry about it.
We've definitely got better things on our minds.
The Duke just knows. I was kind of counting on that.
That's good.
And they lead you out of the estate, and as you know, the wall is very close, a few yards away. As you move down that broad road, taking a perimeter, you can call it a road, but it's more like a path, but it's a paved path around the exterior of the castle against the wall. Obviously goes around the entire perimeter. You pass what appears to be one of the main gates that leads into the castle. And by now you kind of would have gotten the idea, just through conversation between the prince and the Duke and others that you've met, as they refer to this castle, not all the time, but sometimes, mostly when they are referring to something related to it in a dangerous way, as a Lyons Maw. And that's kind of how they're referring to it now as they bring you closer. Before long, you find yourself just at around the corner. There's no other, there are other, looks like estates perhaps, or buildings of different sorts around that are near the wall, but none that have windows or doors facing in this particular location of the wall. And it just looks like a nondescript area. The prince walks up and begins to press a brick almost near the bottom of the wall, near where the paved roadway is. And it just slowly starts to grade inward. And as you look inside, you can see that this entire area is filled with the black cloud. It didn't rush out. For whatever reason, whatever force is holding it within doesn't allow it to come forth through the open doorway. And the Duke kind of just steps back with the prince, almost guardedly, as they peer in and look at you guys. This is the way forward.
Before we go in, I'd just like to share a brief bit of knowledge It seems like this cloud is transformative in nature, at least the type of magic is. So just something to be wary of. I don't know if we'll be able to do anything about it, but it's something to notice.
I hope you don't turn into a kabooter.
Was that a chicken? Did we just hear a chicken balk?
Kabuto, no.
Chickens are kind of like restless.
It's a tasty little gnome thing. I'd be very sad if you turned into one.
You've never seen a Kabuto, no.
Has Hal seen a kaboot? No.
They're delicious.
Possibly. Yeah, I mean, not likely. No, I mean, you can roll. Go ahead and roll history, maybe.
9.
9.
No, wait, 11.
11.
So short.
Remind me, Argyllshire, without me having to look back in your history, was Hal very familiar with Argyllshire? Was that a place he had been?
Been in a couple of times.
A couple of. All right, so maybe on one of the times you'd been there, and as a matter of fact, I think remember there were 2 Kabooter gnomes within the tavern while you guys were in Argyllshire. So yes,
okay.
they're not completely foreign to, they're not common, but they're seen around, and so yes, you'd be familiar with Kabooter.
I'm sorry, brain fog. Oh, the little guys. not the halflings, the other little guys.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Delicious.
I meant pretty. Pretty.
Is this where you're leaving us?
Yes, we'll wait until you enter, and then we'll close the door. It's really important though before you go in. You'll come back the same way, and you'll see that on the very bottom, near the floor, you'll see a slightly discolored brick. It looks just like this one that I pushed in.
Nobody's gonna make a point of remembering that ring.
Okay? It'll look identical to this one, but honestly, it looks like it might be difficult to identify from the inside, considering that dark cloud. I mean, you look in and you can't see, the area beyond is obscured. Your vision is like literally cut in half. As you can just kind of see, just a little way inside is kind of roiling. You'd be literally walking into a black cloud.
Probably also full of blood splatter.
He'll do a walk-in.
Okay.
Did Hildy just walk in first?
I'm coming in.
Okay, well, we all like quickly.
There she goes.
I'm still trying to be
Howard's
stealthy.
boss.
I know it's a moot point, but I'm still trying to stealth. I rolled a 1.
Literally.
You trip on the way in.
Yeah.
Dude, kind of grab you and hold on there, Sally. All right. Okay. Steady on your feet.
Come on. Wasn't expecting it.
I remember the last time I saw you stealth in a city was when we first met, and you told me to look the other way. I looked back, and you were still there.
I remember the first time we met, you said you never go down, and that's the first thing you did in the last fight, so let's carry on.
Take that at 20 points.
As you hear the door closing, the grinding of the door closing behind you, the Duke is commenting to the prince. I'll leave a couple of temple knights here for 3 days. I don't think they're coming back. And then the door.
Fantastic.
Inside.
It would take a miracle.
Inside, as soon as you enter, you feel this sticky, oily type. It's definitely smoky, but it doesn't. You don't feel yourself inhaling it, but you feel that oily thickness on your skin. But as you breathe, it definitely is. Although you don't feel yourself inhaling the actual, cloud, your lungs hurt. And I need everybody to make a con save. Now, at this point, as you're making your con save, as you're breathing in this air, there's suddenly a glow around each one of you. Mm-hmm. And you can all roll with initiative, as you have. I mean, not with inspiration, as you have at advantage, as you have Suna's blessing.
Question.
That was a tasty nat one.
Do we?
I rolled
Advantage is helpful.
Through a cloud barrier or into
Did you
a
just
cloud?
double that?
Like a pass through things?
Does that count? I guess.
Yeah, you're like inside it.
We also get the +1 because of the
Ring.
Nice.
druid, or because of the rings of protection.
Right, yeah.
Dirty
Okay.
20.
Okay.
17. Both of the barbarians got nat ones the first time.
Sucked, I gotta tell you.
18.
16 with the ring.
Okay.
17 with the ring.
All right.
18 with the ring.
Okay, you all saved.
Sucker
Yeah,
save.
so I mean, you feel a little bit nauseous. It's not. There's no particular smell or taste to it or anything like that, but you do feel a nauseousness come over you. But it's not enough to cause any issue with your abilities. The only thing that is impacted right now is just the visibility. So your visibility would normally be whatever it is normally is cut in half at this point. What do you do?
Before I waste it, do I think dark vision would help with this? Is it darkness or is it actual matter?
Both. I mean, it's the roiling mass of the dark cloud, and there's no lights. There's nothing lit, and you're in a corridor within the wall. So there's no lanterns, torches, or anything like that, other than your glow. And your glow is just consider it like this: you're like imagine being in a fog, but rather than being kind of a gray or white mist, it's just completely jet.
Hildy will use her dark vision.
Okay. That helps a little bit. Maybe gives you additional 10 feet.
Okay.
But outside of that, I mean, you're still in a cloud.
It's very dark.
Who said that?
The glowing speck, that's Hildy.
Yeah, you guys can clearly see her luminescence. It's not that bright, but you can see it.
We're all within 5 feet of each other.
Yeah, you can all see each other. You look kind of gloomy. You have this pallid look to you in the darkness. Okay, so what do you do?
So we already entered and turned right.
Yeah, you just entered the door,
Okay.
and the runs right and left. The corridor runs right and left down the hall. You're inside the wall.
We went
Yeah,
right.
and then it's about literally about 15 to 20 feet wide corridor leading both directions. So turning right,
keeping my hand out, feeling for a door.
okay. So I mean, your vision, I mean, essentially is what, 15 feet?
Yeah, I don't have any special visions.
But you don't have any light other than Hildy, and so it's actually probably less than that since it's a dim light.
Hildy's going to walk over to Kier. Do you have like a breastplate or something other than
Leather
your
armor.
leather armor?
Leather armor, yeah.
She's gonna cast light on his leather on his chest.
Okay. All right. So what effect that does is
Stealthy horse.
it illuminates forward is half the normal effect.
Yeah.
Which is I think 20 and 20. It's 10 and 10 in this regard. So bright 10 and
Yeah,
dim
normally
and 10.
20 and 20.
Yeah.
I
So
appreciate Hildegard. It's just I
It's helpful.
did want to be stealthy. Hopefully, if we start hearing anything, I'll just
Here you
take it off.
walking in the door. Everything in 100
I-
knows where we are.
Wasn't my finest moment, to be fair. You ran ahead of us, and I was worried for your safety.
Oh, that's very sweet of you.
Hildy will kiss him on the cheek. Start walking.
okay. All right.
Are,
He just sort of shakes his head. It's like,
are you gonna walk ahead of her?
yes, I'll try. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I just walk ahead with her, of her and try to keep an eye out on our left for a door.
Okay. All right. Yep. You don't find any other door along the way until you do finally come across the one that's on the left.
I'm not going to check for traps. Shouldn't be trapped, so let's open it.
Okay, you open it up. It's not locked. Opens easily. Just kind of creaks forward, and it opens up into your light. Kind of indicate you know that you're outside. Although it's a little bit lighter because you're not in a corridor, that's enclosed. It's just kind of a dim haze, and it's just a grayish black haze. It doesn't improve your vision much, but you do realize that you're outdoors in this courtyard. And
blowing out the sun too.
what you can see is the faint glint of gold, the golden dome of Suna, but just a faint glint of it. And it's not that far away, off to your right.
Okay.
It's a temple.
Everything else is just kind of shadows.
So we are going to keep the temple on our right and pass by it,
Okay.
looking for the next alley.
The next alley.
As you exit the interior of the wall, you see forms in the courtyard as you move forward toward the temple. The temple is only about 60 feet away or so. And so as you get closer and closer to the temple, it begins to resolve more and more to your vision. But you see forms lying on the ground, almost tripping over some of them, and you realize as you come close to one, it's the body of a fallen knight. And you can see the shadows of other forms, maybe 5 or 6 off in the distance here and there, that are probably similar. The one that you come close to looks just absolutely mangled as you move by it.
Does he still have eyes?
Sorry?
Still have eyes?
You want to check him?
Not really. I was hoping he was face up, but I'll just kind of look back at everybody.
No, he's face down.
I'll do it.
No thanks.
Kind of tilt him, turn him, or whatever.
Like, just tilt the head enough to see.
Okay. He's got his helmet on. And so as you kind of like, it doesn't have a visor, just is open. But as you kind of turn his head, you see that he is in fact missing his eyes.
Kiva, what are you doing?
I am making sure that the losing of the eyes is a consistent pattern.
Why?
Because I want to know if I'm going to have to worry about my eyes.
Worry more about your liver, dear.
Why?
I think
Because if you lose that, you'll die.
speak for yourself. I got 2.
Centaur backs.
Centaur backs, everyone.
Refer to you to the ecology of a centaur.
How long does that light you put on him last?
Oh, an hour or so.
Hour
We
or
don't
so.
turn it off when we go in the portal. We have to be sneaky.
Right.
That means you have to talk in a quieter voice. You're very loud.
You are very loud.
I'm sorry.
You're louder than her, and she's pretty
Yes.
loud.
So, that'll last an hour. Can you do that more than once?
Well,
Or you could do it one at a time?
do you want me to do it to you?
Potentially.
Why?
Because I might have light bulb in the brain.
I don't think that'll happen.
Well, that's what the light is for.
I'll just put 2 and 2 together. Kiva. Sorry, I'll whisper. Can you do that sensey thing where you can tell what kind of magic's around here? Can you do it? How many times can you do it?
If we take the time for me to do a little song and dance, if you think we have the time, I can just.
Can we wait till we're in a more closed environment?
Do we want to?
Yeah.
We could do it in the.
We're in the
we could do it
open.
in the temple of Suna. We could take a detour to the temple really quick. It looks fortified and glowing.
I was specifically asking for where we are right now, because right now we see a bunch of dead temple knights.
All right.
There might be some magic and glows around here that we would probably want to be keen to.
All right.
We're in a bit of a hurry for that.
Fair enough. I was just making the suggestion.
It's just a little too exposed out here.
Yeah.
All right, so unless anybody thinks differently, we'll pass the temple and we'll go to the alley
Okay.
with the green double
So
doors.
as you get close to the temple, you can see now more clearly that the gold dome is cracked. The doors, which are a pair of double doors, they hang on their hinges, and blood mats the stairs that lead up to them. And on one of the doors, it's hanging off, just barely still upright. You see something written, and it's written in a crimson scrawl, as if something had taken the blood from the ground and written something on the door itself.
Let's read it.
As you get within about 10 feet with your bright light, or 10 feet with your 15 feet with your bright light, you can say it says clearly in these jagged letters, House of the Rising Sun.
There once was a house.
And a small figure, about the size of a kaboot gnome, dressed in dirty white robes and a torn symbol of Suna on his chest, holding a dim candle, hisses from the broken doorway and beckons you. Come inside. Hey, psst. Yeah. Psst.
Oh, we haven't eaten yet.
He appears to have several injuries.
He'll walk over.
We're here to scout Elder God.
I'm not sure eating them would be safe or sanitary.
I think this is information you got. Some others.
I don't trust it.
Are you okay, dear?
As you mount the steps, you realize that the blood that's covering them is not wet. It's dried. Now, it kind of cracks as you step upon it and over. He speaks quietly, as if afraid to be overheard or heard. Needs help. I'm hiding an injured temple knight. He needs your help. You'll find it inside. Would you help and follow me?
Do I detect any nefarious intent in that beckoning?
Insight?
I was going
on
to
my
say that. Can I do insight?
14.
Ready?
Natural 1.
I got a
Hey,
7.
pass that dice jail real quick.
Yeah.
I got a dice for you.
You take it.
Damn it.
I mean, he seems afraid. He seems
He'll do a follow him.
nervous and quiet.
That sounds appropriate.
You guys aren't very trusting.
No!
There's no light.
What's the point?
Other than the small dim candle that he's holding. And he's literally about 3 feet tall.
Shame. Sorry.
But he's wearing a similar garb to what the other priest was wearing that you met in the Duke's estate.
Because he stole it off an altar boy.
And as he leads you in, he just kind of looks back. You're twice a day?
Yes, dear, but you're safe.
Oh, relieved to have you here. We've had others that have come by, but they go screaming into the darkness. I'm just glad you're here. Please. He takes you down what looks like through the main chapel under the dome, and you see that there's bodies lying here and there, just like the ones you saw outside. Temple Knights, Maidens of Suna. Some of them, there's a pile of them, 3, 4, 5, you can't tell, in front of the main altar, as if they were seeking some solace or some protection.
Do they look eaten?
You want to? I mean, you're
I'm not gonna go examine, but as I'm walking by, I'm looking.
I will.
you're gonna walk over there. You can roll a medicine.
Medicine? Where's that? Oh, 18.
Okay. As you kind of flip one over and move aside another just to see, because most of them are on their faces. They're all on their faces. So you see the cloaks, the white cloaks, the gold fringe, now just stained with crimson. And as you flip them over, you can see the white plate mail has gouges through it as if something with great claws clawed through the metal. And these knights are shredded. Every one of them missing their eyes. Don't go over there. It's terrible.
You said that the small fellow, he's also soaked in blood, right?
It looks like he has several injuries.
Injuries.
Yeah, minor injuries.
That was my
He's got
question.
blood. There are definitely stains of blood on his, robes.
What happened to them?
No, I don't know. They came rushing in here. They had no eyes. They found the place, I don't know, but they came in and they fell here. Something had done this to them before they arrived. They died at the altar.
Were any of them chanting anything?
I recall hearing them say anything. After the smoke covered everything, I did see terrible creatures with sharp teeth and claws. They came into the temple and they killed everyone. But not these that you see here. They took those off. The priests, the others, my brothers and sisters. They took them away. I managed to hide because I'm so small. I hide in the kitchen. They didn't find me. I don't know where they are now. I haven't seen them.
No.
These came here afterwards. These came in here days later, seeking the protection of Suna, but they could not be helped.
Where's this injured temple?
Please, follow. And he takes you down a corridor, and you see a stone door, partially open. And he stands aside, and you can see inside what looks like a temple knight with the clothing that I've described. That the plate mail looks like it's been pulled aside, and there's crumpled up cloth soaked with blood that's held tight to his body with like leather straps to stop the bleeding. He's moaning, and the Kabuter priest. My name's Faithal. I did everything I could to help him, but I don't have any strength left to help him with Suna's blessings, with her curative energies. But maybe you too.
Yeah. Owl's going to take his gem. He's gonna slowly approach the knight.
All right.
Did you serve or did you run?
What are the rest of you doing?
Watching how?
Oil will be next to you, just in case.
I'm leaning back with Hildegard, and I'm like, we're not that far from where we came in. Do you think we should take these two back, drop them off, and then return?
No, I think they're probably safer here. They've been hiding long enough for the blood to dry.
As you move into the room, Faithal moves in quickly as well, and he said, "Wait! What is he going to do?
Going to help him.
How? Tell me how. Please come in, everyone. Please, I don't want anyone to see you. They come by again. Please hurry."
I'm not going to come completely into that room and let that door shut behind her.
All right.
She'll stand in the
So,
doorway.
why don't we go ahead and get you guys on the map so we're gonna see what we're all doing exactly. All right. So let's.
I already said I was hanging back with
Oil will be
Hildegard.
right
so-
behind your
You'll be able
shoulder.
to place yourselves properly as you will.
But remember, they get to
then
strike on
blank
you.
spot?
I get to strike on.
You pull number one. Number one. Yeah, go ahead and pull that up.
Ooh, it's so pretty.
Place the figure inside
It's dull for
so that you can see.
Outside.
Put me like at your.
You're like, yeah, just like off the.
No, I'm behind.
He's like off my shoulder.
Yeah, I'm over the shoulder sort of thing.
Over the shoulder.
Is the intention.
I didn't realize the door.
Oh, you open. That's it.
You are inside? Okay.
Hildy's literally standing in the doorway. However, you gotta make that work.
Alrighty. Well, yep, she's right there in that doorway.
All right.
Yep.
Place down the knight if they served or if they ran.
Does it matter?
Yes.
Yeah, I think it might.
Yeah. If they serve,
Sir Gavin said.
if they
Yeah.
serve, they're on the demon's side.
Okay, so the knight is all the way back here in the corner.
What if he interprets he served his master by fighting?
And Faithal has come in,
I'm trying to gauge sanity.
slid in next to you, and he seems to be very protective.
He also said
Yeah,
that
I'm in the
they served
appropriate
Iran,
location.
and he's described them serving the demons, I thought, in that scene.
I took that as they served, meaning they served as knights. They fought.
And then
to
he
the
was
death,
calling himself
and
a
he
coward.
ran.
I got. You gotta
Oh, I
love double
was on the
meanings.
same page as you, Hal.
You gotta love dual meanings.
I thought, yeah, I think, yeah, I served the demons, and I ran while they served the
Did we get a better impression? Because apparently we have conflicting. When he said they served Iran, Hildy is of the opinion that he was saying they served as guards and they fought to the death, but I ran because I'm a coward. They're of the opinion he's saying they served the demons.
And lived. Or he ran and nearly
I
died.
just want to know if he's on the same page as Sir Gavin. Whatever Gavin did, he's the only one who made it back, and he's the only one we know for a fact is, well, we don't know for a fact, but he's the closest thing that we have to an uncompromised person in here that we know of.
Do we have an impression of what he meant by that?
Only remembering.
Okay.
And I'm going to...
All right, so we're back in square one.
Yeah, I'm going to push past a little fight.
Yeah, he's standing there defensively.
Little
What are you
fighter.
going to do? What are you going to do? Tell me.
Bible.
I
don't want you to hurt
a
him.
question.
Let's
That
give him.
if, depending on how he answers, I might be able to help him.
Punches.
Let's see. And I'm going to just kind of push past and
Wait, please.
see if I can feel a pulse or any breath coming out.
Okay. All right, so are you going to forcibly push past him? Because he's like he's like putting himself between you guardedly and him.
I'm going to squat down to his level before I try force, actually. Do you want me to help him or not?
Tell me what you're going to do.
I can heal him.
Oh,
I've got magic.
what kind of magic?
Healing magic.
What kind of healing magic? You don't
You
look
ever
like
drink
a
a
priest to
potion?
me.
You ever drink
Are
something?
you a shaman?
Well, kinda. Something similar.
He's certainly better
He's under
brewed
my
than I
protection.
am.
If you hurt him, I'll have to kill you.
Son, we have the blessing of Suna. That was Gus mispronouncing.
It's
We have the we have the protection of Suna.
That's what they said. And they're nodding back to where the knights are in front of the altar.
I don't know if you noticed. He waves his hand in front of his eyes. Not like
Bacon?
them.
Oh, what?
He waves his hand in front of his eyes. See these?
Yeah.
Not like them.
Not yet.
We need the chance to be right.
Roll persuasion.
Oof. Want you? Come on.
Okay, I'll add this to the
So
trail.
I'll ask a question. Every day at dawn, according to the D&D Beyond, this is a little meta. The Plethwy human inspiration. Does that function like I get another roll, another chance at it?
Yeah, that would give you the that's from the one D&D rules. that
Oh,
we
gotcha.
were-
If you don't
but,
want to function with that,
no, I
cool.
think we were allowing that for this campaign for now. So yes, you may have your inspiration.
Okay, thank you. That is still a minus, but it's 17
Okay, so it's a lot better.
instead of one total.
You see him relax a little bit. He's like, okay, all right, big fellow. Please, I'm just very nervous. Please, everyone come in. Let's close the door. I don't want any of these creatures coming by. Hide when they do. And if they come by, we close the door, we'll be able to defend the area.
Failed my insight check earlier.
He'll do is definitely not letting this door close. She's done too many.
If I didn't roll a 7 earlier, I'd be right there with you.
I rolled a 1, so I think that the gnome is trustworthy, but I think that that guy is a traitor, so...
Just let me see what's up. It will accommodate your feelings.
Please, come in. Please. He seems to be getting really agitated that you're not coming in the room and that we're not... He's not able to secure the area. He desperately seems to want to close that door.
I didn't trust Hammy, and he stole from us. I don't trust that one.
Now it's full on out of the way.
Okay, all right. So this is basically, it's going to be athletics.
Natural 20.
Wow, okay.
He's screwed.
27 total.
He can use acrobatics if he wants. When you're defending, you get to choose.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Natural 20. So, I mean, as you realize how small and light he is compared to you and your strength, and as you push him away, he's in the middle of saying something. He's screaming now at the top of his lungs, "Close the door!" And you push him away 5 feet to your left, and you're able to
think we're just
utilize your movement.
Yeah.
Put me, like, right at his... Yeah. Or one, like, diagonal,
Yeah.
like, there.
Well, I imagine this is happening kind of instantaneously.
Yeah, before the rest of you are able to move or anything, he is pushing him aside,
So-
and you can go ahead and
Yeah.
use your movement
Yes.
to where you want to go to. As you move past him, because you didn't try and hold him, you just pushed him, right?
Yeah.
Just pushing by. He disappears.
I'm instantly pulling short swords out.
the knight is still
Claws.
unconscious, groaning. Oh.
Jam in between his hands. Watch.
He disappears.
Oh, fuck!
Completely disappears.
Hildy's standing in the doorway, so
Hildy,
he's still
roll
in the room.
perception.
That's gonna suck. Plus 11.
One sec, let me just
Okay.
glowing green claws.
All right. What do you do? You're not in initiative right now or anything. Just
Immediately, hand axe in one hand. We need to keep moving. Now, I think I made a friend in a bad way.
Unless he teleported, he's still in this room with us.
Oh, that's a good point.
Or
You said the smoke doesn't have any smell, right?
doesn't have smell or taste. It's just, and you're just seeing the edges of the room. Basically, it's with your light.
Would hold on. Yeah, I don't have anything specific about that. Not
No.
yet, at least. I was thinking of a different character.
Phil, do you feel something push past, like between, like next to your legs or between your legs, or just something quickly like run through your space?
I'll try to grab it and I'll yell, "He's here!"
Okay, all right.
Athletic acrobatics, but
Yep. Let's do that.
Which?
Either one.
I forgot. 15.
Okay.
we should have rolled better on our insight.
With her saying he's here, can I aid her by trying to? I'm right next to her. Can I try to grab
He
too?
did say he was standing right by me. I reached down and try and grab whatever it is. So.
Yeah. So he's able to grab him. He's able to grab fabric.
Okay.
Okay, you don't see anything, and all you see is Hildy's hand just quickly move down, and
Okay.
it seems to be holding something. You feel the tug and the pull, and there's a screech from whatever it is you're holding. Down here! It echoes down the hallway further.
God damn it.
Do you serve or did you run?
I slam it into the wall.
Should we roll initiative at this point? 'Cause I'm going to stab it.
You want to use it as
Oh,
an
it's gonna be
improvised
very-
weapon?
Well, technically I've already grappled.
Push it. Yeah,
I've already
you can
grappled.
push it. Yeah.
So I would like to push it very forcefully into
Okay.
the wall.
All right. So it does have it up. You're not just moving it. You're trying to
Yes.
damage it.
I will
So
be
it
very
does get the
honest.
opportunity
If you
to
choose
try and
serve,
resist being
I am going to try
injured.
and cut your
So go ahead and roll in athletics.
Put me down.
Oof.
I know,
That was
but we're
bad.
basically HP sponges, but
Okay. So it just kind of drops, and you feel the heaviness of it just kind of pull you off your center of gravity, and as it just drops to the ground, you're able to like move it toward the wall, but not in the forceful way that you wanted to.
not if
Okay.
I'm
So you
ready.
still have a hold of it against the wall as it's struggling against you.
Should we roll initiative at this point?
Not yet.
All right, well, I'm stabbing him then.
Okay, so you're going to move over and.
I'm already right next to
All right,
him.
well, where he is, though, you're going to stab at the area where you think.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I could see where Hildy's holding him,
Yeah,
so,
but it's still blind fighting.
so that, disadvantage.
It's just right, exactly.
That's fine. I would like to move in a flanking position with Hildy,
Oh, yeah,
just so
attack.
Okay.
give it. Okay, so 2. I'm gonna miss. Do it.
Okay. So
See if it's a 1. It's not a 1. It's another 2.
Your blade hit the wall, and
Hold him still. Actually, I can offhand attack still, so I'll do my offhand. Another 2.
wow.
You put that over there for me.
Okay.
With the scuffle happening, Howl's immediately going to the sound of it to see Hildy and him.
Into the stone work behind him.
Oh, that's not how you cut a head off. This is how you do it. And he's gonna swing with his hand.
All right.
Shame.
Watch Hildy.
Shame.
Reckless.
Watch Hildy's arms.
It's at disadvantage.
Am I getting it?
Okay, folks, we're going to take our break real quick as we had a little bit of a power surge, and then we'll be right back. it. Okay. Welcome back, everyone. Sorry about the glitch that we had there, but we are back and under full power and going along just fine. We left our heroes dealing with the Kabuter priest of Suna that was having some issues with Howl approaching the injured knight, which turned out to be nothing more than an illusion as the Kabuter priest disappeared. And Hildy felt something rushing by her out of the room and grabbed it, feeling the cloth and trying to forcibly bang it up against the wall, but not doing so well as it just kind of collapsed in a heap, kind of drawing her off her physical center. In doing so, and Dakir stabbed at it twice, but missed, just hitting the wall. At this point, as everybody's realizing that something's going on with the Temple Knight disappearing, as well as the priest, and Hildy struggling with something just outside the door, we're going to go into initiative.
I don't know what is happening tonight, dude.
Was that a natural one?
And it was.
Well, I got natural 3, so.
What the fuck? Natural 1!
Really?
What is going on, man?
Hey, Hildy, what you get?
This is
Hildy got a 5.
bullshit.
No, my ritual backfired!
I got to 4.
I told you not to piss off the
All
DM.
up last week, I think.
Holy smokes.
Santa Maria.
2 weeks ago, technically.
Yes.
I need some more buena suerte.
Oh, that was a beautiful crit.
It would have been. Okay. All right. So nobody got above a 5, right?
Hildy with the 5.
You had the 5. Okay. So Hildy had the
What was
5.
your initiative?
4.
And then who had the?
Oh, we both got 4, but his is higher, so
My
he goes
dex is
first.
higher, yeah.
Okay. So here, and then
What was the total?
Natural 1, 3 total.
3 total.
Okay.
Okay, you know, if there's a place to critically fail, this is the place to fail.
Anchor.
Yeah, this creature rolled a 3, and
I don't like them.
somehow is at the top of the initiative.
Everyone is very confused right now.
Yeah, apparently so.
Like, so was the gnome real? The person wasn't real. Was the gnome real? I
All right,
say,
so this is what's
looking to
happening.
you.
As you guys are kind of rushing to where Hildy is, seeing the ruckus going on, Dakir striking at something unsuccessfully, you see, those of you that have an angle to see outside the door, a figure resolving in the darkness again. Remember, you guys are reliant upon whatever light that you know, the small candle that is gone that the Kabuta was holding. So the light that you're still illuminating with,
And Hildy's got a little glow.
and your glow, yeah. So those of you that can see, watch as what appears is not the Kabuter priest. What appears is a very snappy dressed in a red coat and a green hat, green skin, fangs, angry eyes, little boots of what some of you might have heard, and Kiva would know what this creature is. The legendary leprechaun.
I hate it.
And so we're going to go ahead and get him on the board, and after your terrible initiative, turns out that he's up.
That explains our luck.
That does explain your luck. So technically, he's...
That explains why I kept critically failing on insight.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that he had meta powers.
Take the little one away.
Yeah. So Dakir, you would have been really
Yeah.
closer in here, just kind of stabbing around.
My horse half is in the room. My upper
Yeah.
half is like reaching out.
Exactly, but now you see him,
So
and
you're stuck in the door.
I'm not stuck.
he's
I'm a
blocking
very
the
tiny
door.
centaur.
But
Yes, but we are
creature is
stuck in the
held.
room.
The leprechaun is still held by Hildy. Is still grappled by Hildy. But
You're stuck.
despite that,
Universal door opener, baby.
it kind of turns angrily, looking up at Hildy. That obviously it knows that it's visible now. and you see as it conjures and a twisting pattern of colors that weaves through the air all around, extending in as far as, really right now, the only one that's affected is Dakir and Hildy in this hypnotic pattern. And the two of you need to make a wisdom save.
Oh, joy.
Can you look at this shit?
God,
Can you look at this shit? What is happening?
Right.
That's 20 this time?
A 1! Again.
Does that dice have any number other than 1? Just to check.
Can you, just for shits and giggles, just for giggles and shits, roll this dice.
Oh no, what'd you roll?
That's a 15. That's
Okay,
nicer.
well.
All right, let me just put it in jail.
Good God.
Shame.
Yeah.
Shame.
Switch it. I got
I'm
40
paying
20s.
Yeah. There we go.
20 am I going with? No, those are great rolls. Thanks. Now.
So Hildy and Dakir, as you gaze up at this hypnotic pattern of colors swirling through the air, both of you just relax, just kind of stare up. Hildy, you still have your grip on the creature, but it just kind of relaxes a little bit. It's easily able to just kind of pull itself away, and it goes hauling ass down the hallway. Now it moves.
You two are up first.
It moves 60 feet down the hall.
Oh, that's so fucked.
We'll see how far that's going to take it. Take it all the way to the doorway?
No.
Almost.
Okay.
But I don't think any of us
All right.
can see it
And-
anyway.
So that you moved it a full 60?
I did.
Okay. All right. So it's not able to get to the door, but you see it's hauling ass down toward this door. And that's those swirling colors are still there. So that ends its round. Hildy, you're currently. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. What were you gonna?
I was just going to say, you're currently essentially incapacitated at this point. However, you do need, at the end of your turn, unless you have some other something that can impact what's happening right now, you'll be able to make another wisdom save at the end of your turn.
I guess from. Am I physically incapacitated, mentally, both?
Yes, all of the above.
All of the above. Okay, then I guess there's nothing I can do.
I know the spell. Why use this spell?
Okay, so
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good one.
Is it the end of my turn? Make another wisdom save?
let me
Sorry.
double check and see if this. I think no, you have to take damage.
Someone can shake them
Someone
away.
has to, yeah, so
Someone
no,
has to
there
use
is
their
no-
action.
There's not an additional save.
All right.
So yeah, you're just there. You're staring at the cinematic pattern of colors. So that's it. And Dakir, same situation with you.
I'm just like,
Standing in the doorway. Neither of you paying attention to the leprechaun. He's not laughing. He's angry and pissed and just running. And that's gonna bring up Kiva.
All right. So I see. I say, "Hey, what's going on?" Trying to look up, look around, and nope. I see absolutely no idea what's going on. So I'm gonna like, you know, when you want a horse to move, you like smack it. I'm pretty sure I have to use my action to get him out of hypnosis.
Yes, if you're trying to shake him awake or just get his attention in that way.
I'm thinking like get his attention, so smack him on the ass like you do with the horse to try to get it to move forward.
Okay.
So he
all right.
goes through the door.
It just steps low.
Maybe it kicks you.
I'm hoping he won't.
All right. So yeah. So
Roll animal
utilizing your
handling.
action to strike him, to
Wake him.
to pop him on the butter, or whatever you're doing to
Just a little pinch.
to get his attention. Obviously, you want to move around him. You want to move.
Yeah.
You want him out of the way. That ends the effect for you.
Okay.
As you suddenly come to consciousness, essentially, because you didn't really realize what was happening outside of just staring at these colors. What are you gonna do now? He doesn't move, but he's now alert.
Is it difficult terrain for her to move through friendly squares?
Right. But she can't end her turn on your
Yeah.
squares.
I'll take the difficult terrain to go through to get through his space. So
Okay.
It's like a
So it's
1. Yeah, that's 5, 15, 25.
No.
Yeah. All you have is 25?
No, 30.
Okay.
Like
Yeah,
it's
so
not
that gets
difficult
you,
terrain.
yeah, so that gets you through the door and right in the middle of this.
Yeah, I figure I'm in the middle of the
pattern
sucker save effect.
Yeah, so now you have to make a wisdom save.
Don't fuck me. Okay, that's 6, dirty 20.
Okay, all right. So you're unaffected by these swirling colors as you come. You can kind of seeing what was coming as you move through there. But yeah, you're unaffected. So anything else you got?
No relevant bonus action. Nope.
Okay. All right.
Although I will call back to. Do I see this? Can I physically see the leprechaun?
He's 60 feet away, so he like ran into the darkness. Basically, you could hear him moving beyond because he's not trying to disguise his movement at all. The clack 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 on the stone floor. So you know he's running.
I'm gonna say, "Oi, Hal, you're fast. The thing that did this is running away. Fetch."
Okay. So is that me?
Yeah, you're up.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
5, 10, 20, 30. 40 is my movement. I imagine I have to make that save. Unless, yeah.
Yeah, if you're able to get through and you're right in the midst of the
Cop.
That's cut.
Yeah.
Fuck, I wanted that 18 so bad. Oh,
There you go.
Maybe.
wisdom? Oh shit.
Remember, you also have a +1 on
I
this
do
save.
have a +1. So 13.
13.
Does that save or does that suck?
Wow, just barely saves. Barely saves, yeah.
And
It does.
keep it pointed in that direction. So
Yeah, you're pointed into the darkness.
Yeah.
So, but again, all this is happening at once, so you can hear the movement of the creature down the hallway.
yeah. Shit.
Oh, I don't know what it is or what it looks like, but it certainly. Oh, someone should wake up Hildy.
Actually, we do know what it is.
You two, I didn't see it.
I know.
Yeah.
You know what it is. You know it's a little white gnome in a robe.
Good point.
It's
Good
fair.
point. It's the little white gnome. The gnome's running away.
Yeah.
Fetch.
Only, yeah, technically, Dakir and Hildy only know that it was.
You could
this
do
little
well
red
if you
coat
do it with disadvantage. You
figure.
could rage and have advantage, and yeah,
Well,
it
but
cancel
they
it.
swooned. So was that 35 or 40? Jesus Christ.
That was 40.
That was 40. So that's my full movement to get just to there. And then I'll have to take the dash action to go any further. Yeah, fuck it. Howl's going to take
Into
the
the
dash action,
wall,
and he's
the
gonna
lion.
Terminator run down the
Okay.
hall.
All right, how much you get left?
I got 40 feet with that
Now
dash
you're
action.
running into the dark
Yeah.
with no source of light
Yeah.
other than what's behind you. So go ahead and
Barbarian things. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
okay. So again, you can hear something hauling ass in front of you, but you can't see it, and they can't see you anymore either.
Do you hear a big smack when he hits a wall?
If he hits a wall, yeah. Hildy, what did you roll on initiative?
5, I think.
It was a 5, right? And Dakir with the pluses, it was
Yeah,
a...
I had a
was a
5. They
4.
were 4s.
Okay, all right.
Oh, are you checking to see how shitty it is and how good anyone else can be?
He's tracking. We're getting ads. I'm
What's
sure.
your dex?
Yeah.
17.
17?
12.
12, okay. Okay.
Question. Because that's my movement action is the dash again.
Yep.
The fire breath. Would that be an action or a bonus action to
No, that'd be an action.
action?
Yep.
Just curious. Cool. Good to know.
Yeah.
We're too high level to do.
Right, I know. I was just
anymore.
curious about it.
I don't think we can get ads. If that thing left, in theory, our initiative ends. Not his, because he's chasing it. But that thing left our circle.
They left our circle, but he called for allies. Mm-hmm. He was saying they are here.
Right.
Yeah.
But they're not here yet.
That's not
Yeah, but
They might
everything's
be.
fluid, and so we'll have to stay in initiative because, everything's fluid.
I was hoping.
So that brings the top of the round. Just take the figure off the board. You hear clack, 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 clack. Excellent.
Oh,
I hate it.
door magic.
And that's that. Hildy is still standing there incapacitated. So we have to move past you. Takir, you are
I'm good now.
back to reality.
So I'm gonna grab Hildy and just kind of slap her a little bit. Hildy, got
What
focus.
part of her are you gonna slap?
Yes.
Did you recall me
Let's
slapping you on the
keep
nuts?
it PG. I don't think that was what brought me out of it.
Yeah, sure. That was the very beginning.
Wake up.
That was me.
So using your action, that wakes her
I'm
up.
choosing to believe that was like the thumbing up the nose.
So she's now lucid and alert. Anything else on your...
Yeah, I'm just gonna call around the corner to everybody else. Where's Hal? Get back here. I think he called allies.
He's chasing it down.
I heard the door closes. He haven't.
No.
I think we should stick together if there's more
He's
coming.
gonna keep dashing down that hole. 400 yards. Wondering why he hasn't found it.
How? Damn it. Should we barricade ourselves in this room? I mean, I see. If more are coming, shouldn't we try to tunnel them in?
Why don't we try to go? Why don't we try to go to the portal we were trying to get to begin with?
I just don't know how close the other things are. But if that's what, well, let's just hurry. Whatever we do.
Okay, is that it for Dicker?
I want to point out it was your idea to come in here. That's it.
From everybody else's perspective, and Hal too, because he's in complete darkness at this point, you hear the creak of the door again. Somewhere close by, something really close to you.
Yeah.
And yeah, kind of a different, not, you know, the sound of the little figure running down the hallway was very distinct. It was a clack, 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 in the little boots he was wearing on the tile. What you hear now is more of a scratching, clawing across the tile as it comes forward very fast. And
Did you remember to?
you feel a presence near you. You can't see it. Well, actually, you can at this point because it's within 5 feet.
He has no light, and there's no light in the.
Right, you're complete. It's no, so you can't.
So it goes right by him. It
inside.
doesn't see him.
Well, no, I'm talking about what Hal sees. There's nothing to do with it.
Good shot.
It did remind me, though, that you're indoors, and so there's no slight ambient gray light to help with the illumination. So indoors, you're not seeing anything without any light at this point.
But it's
Complete
seeing us.
blind fighting. So referring back to my, oh my God, wow. So a 19 and a 22
No, that's their initiative. We're
and
fine.
24. Do all those penetrate your armor class?
Nope, that's their attack.
Just barely. Yes. They all do.
You feel claws raking down your flesh.
That massage.
From
massage.
these piercing claws just in front of you as it makes an attack, doing 19 points of piercing damage altogether.
Okay.
And you can smell this real fetid breath from it exhaling. It's so close as it breathes onto you. It's gonna end its turn. It's all happening in darkness. None of you can see this, but you probably heard howl from the pain, being struck 3 times distinctly with these sharp claws. Kiva, what are you doing?
Fuck. That's the first thing I'm doing.
No, you can. I'll go.
All right. I'd say the reinforcements have been found. I'll be getting Howl then. You want to barricade in the room? I turn to you two.
I don't know if we have a choice at this point. If he's already being attacked, we might have to run and help him.
Well, I'm already doing that. You know what I like to do, so... action, I'm going to wild shape.
Okay, into a bear?
A bear, yeah. What else would I do? I mean, I can theoretically do other things.
Sure. But considering the terror of what you have no idea that you're up against, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And I'm just gonna run towards where I heard the howl.
The yelp of howl,
Yeah.
yes, okay.
I'm gonna, yeah. And I got 40 feet of movement.
Okay.
So 1, 2, or what was it?
Well, he had
1,
went
2,
40. So.
3, 4, 5, 6. That's 30. Do I see it at this point?
No, you don't see. You don't have dark vision, and you're in complete darkness as well. So you need
I have
to.
dark vision. No, I don't.
You and Hal both need to make a dex save.
Cool.
Save.
For approaching?
No, you're pretty much bowling over
Oh, yeah.
in the middle of the hallway.
Oh, yes. Cool.
Oh, that's lovely. That's a 19. Well, 20. With
Okay, and what'd you roll? Give it.
Also a dirty 20.
Okay, so so I mean, Hal hears the pad of something heavy coming up behind him, knowing that it's probably help. But even if it's not, he's gonna kind of try and scoot out of the way a little. And Kiva also hearing, maybe with her sharp ears, the movements of Hal just before her in the darkness, is able to scoot by. So you can easily scoot by without, if you have the movement, without.
Yep, I have 2 more. But I'm a large creature, so
Yes. So I mean, you can still move through your ally, but
I can't end my turn on my ally.
right, and there may be something in front of him. If there is, then it's going to be essentially a push grapple, in which you're trying to push whatever's in front of him.
Yeah.
If you want to do that, or you can stop. I mean, whatever you prefer.
I use my action to bear shape. I would like to use my bonus action to rage. Can I do that and also push?
It's going to be
That's
part of
what
your
I-
movement in this case because it's just forward motion.
Then yes, that is what I would like to
Okay.
do.
Yes, and so if you fail, other things might happen.
Yes,
So
I'm expecting bad. I'm expecting the best bad option I got. So
we'll see. Okay, so go ahead and make another dex save.
So what it could possibly happen.
19.
Okay, that's good. It's mostly good. And you barrel into.
A bearful. Yeah.
You barrel in to the figure in front of Hal. You just deftly move by him and into this figure in front. You feel these spikes into your body as you go pushing it forward. It is going to move back. You forced it back. I guess in this case it'd be 10 feet. And it's going to have to make a dex save to see if it stays on its feet. But because of the nature of all this is happening, as you went forcibly into it, you take 5 points of piercing damage from the spiky nature of this creature. I mean,
Have to 2.
right. And so you realize that whatever it is, it's just covered in spikes. You were pierced in several places. And as far as his save, you're not sure, but you kind of hear this boom, boom, as if maybe it stumbled backward and hit the ground. So it might be prone, technically. So it was a pretty forceful blow. And that ends your turn, right?
That ends my turn.
You get to keep your rage.
Yes, I do. And I love it.
Yes.
Hal, you are up. You just, I mean, you can feel you can't see the bear, but you know it's there.
Yeah.
You know it's right in front of you.
Slightly invigorated by my ally, suddenly a bear come to my rescue. Hand on Kiva, just so I have a point of contact. And I'm going to get to the side of her, and I'm going to down the bottle of fire breath in the direction in front of us.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So, do you have a space to move up beside her?
Well, it's
Is there
3.
Is there 3?
It is 3.
Okay, okay. So, yeah, because the bear's going to be in 2 of one of those, either side.
Right.
Doesn't matter.
The two
So
of
right
us
as you
are
move
the
forward
whole way.
and you spray forth the fire emanating, lighting up the place with illumination, and it's not really burning the cloud, that's inside the murky area, but it's illuminating it enough so that you can see this lean, spiky, fiendish, demonic figure that's got this gray toned skin, just slightly pinkish, like chest. And you see spikes protruding from it everywhere, all over its body. It's got a long, spiky tail, and it's looking up at you evilly from the ground. It's prone. And go ahead and roll your damage. Well, it's got to make a save, but still, you roll your damage.
It's information I don't have.
What's the damage?
It's a potion of
Oh,
fire.
right.
So,
Sorry, I had to look it up on D&D Beyond, and it's been very slow in here. Let me
let me see if I can pop it up any quicker.
Yeah.
Oh, did the internet go down?
No, I'm not on your.
I mean, the other, the wireless? Because we're hardwired. Okay.
This is where we ask for the Wi-Fi password, and he says it out loud so everyone knows. On stream, that's when you hear the.
I think
46.
46.
46? Okay.
Ooh.
Yep.
Got it right here. It's almost like all of my attacks are D6s.
DC 13.
Oh, that's
save for
nice.
half.
Yeah. So that would be 11 points of fire damage. And
Okay.
if he is prone, does he get disadvantage on his dex?
I don't know if he failed anyway.
Okay.
But as you see, as the fire breath goes forward, engulfing this creature on the ground, illuminating it as I described, he doesn't react to it in a way that you would expect. He doesn't show injury or like he's not recoiling from it. He just stares back through it as it dissipates. Does not appear to be harmed.
Does it light anything around us on fire? For illumination purposes.
There's nothing around you. The door is.
It's a 30-foot cone.
Yeah, I know. The door.
Is it a wooden door?
It is wooden.
Is it lacquered? Because if it's lacquered, it's on fire. And we have other problems, but it is a burning door.
30-foot code.
Yeah, I mean it's close enough. It's close enough for sure. So yeah, the door itself begins to. It just engulfed in flames.
Nice.
High five on
To
illumination.
me, I figured. Oof.
And now it's presenting a little bit of light, enough light that you can see the figure in front of you. At least you guys. Everybody else down can't. You're still in darkness.
We're not looking. We won't look.
I'll look.
They're making out in the bedroom.
Well, we do know that they
Yeah,
share a
I have
room
a feeling.
sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah. You can still move a little bit if you want to.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, that looks like a xenomorph.
What?
Never mind.
Roll fantasy.
I think it's called
Was that it
Barb.
from hell then?
So now with some light, I'm going to bonus action rage, and I'm gonna kind of slink back out of its range behind Q. Well, no. Actually, yes, bonus action rage. I'm going to try and get up behind it.
If you can't move.
Behind it or behind me?
Behind it.
Okay, so you're gonna use the rest of your movement.
Now that we have some light,
Okay.
how it doesn't feel as useless.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to
Yep.
use movement, get up
Alright.
behind it,
All right. Okay. So you get it flanked.
give it a little bang on the shield.
It's still prone, by the way, so you're just kind of rolling around it. Anything else from hell?
That's all I got. Action, movement, bonus. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Hildy, you're up, and you're aware
wait.
of a lot going on down on that end.
The xenomorph doesn't get a turn? I thought it was before. Oh, wait, no, it's between you. Wow, it rolled shite too.
It was one higher than us.
Oh,
It did. Yep. So Hildy, you're up.
Okay.
I got a 4. That's why he was asking for dex.
Hildy's going to move her. Can you move me 30 feet towards it?
1, 2, 3, 4.
And that'll put you within 10, 20. So the addition of your dark vision will allow you to see,
Sort of.
yeah, just barely the figure on the ground.
Bear is the operative word because I am directly in her line of sight.
Yeah, because it's on the ground, though, I think that she can kind of see some spiky, lean figure on the ground, if not details.
Grab me an orange.
Okay.
Take one of your mics and mics.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's lots of
Yeah, that's all.
Oh, I also like pink, but usually I like orange and yellow.
Damn it. Okay, Hildy's going to, not happy about this thing. So she's going to use one of her infused disciplines, which reaches 60 feet.
Okay.
And it needs to make an intelligence save at 13.
Okay, against.
Psychic.
Okay. Fails.
Nice. So it takes 5 psychic damage, and it will have to subtract 2 from its next saving throw.
Okay, what did you cast?
Mind Sliver.
Okay, all right. 5 psychic damage?
Yes.
All right, so you see it react. I mean, you two see it react. Hildy kind of sees the movement of the figure. Assuming that it did some damage, you two definitely see that it just kind of, grabs at its head a moment as it's in pain.
Did you roll 1d6 or 2d6? Doesn't it go up by 1 at level 5?
Let's see what you get against.
Does it go up by 1 at level 5?
Anything else from Hildy?
I am not a 5th level.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
You are multi.
No.
Okay, so that brings up Dakir.
All right.
Oh, wait, yes. Hildy will move over to the side so she can see it better.
I'll just see everybody, all my friends going off into the distance, into the darkness, and
Can he sort of see the fact that the door is on fire?
Yeah, because
And Hildy's glowing.
right between the two of them, he can get an idea as to where everybody is, and as he gets closer, he can see what's going
You
on.
see the xenomorph on the ground. Is
5
that,
short.
can you do a melee from there?
No. I'm gonna bonus action to dash to move 5 extra feet.
No, you get more than 5 feet. You're doing a hit and run.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep moving.
Run your chest is glowing. See if you can see any
Yeah, you put light in your
gnome-like
chest.
creatures.
That's true. All right, so I'll scout ahead a little bit after this. So I'm hitting and running, stabbing at it as I pass
That's not bad
with
at all.
a 21.
Wait, don't you
21
have it?
hits.
Wait, you have advantage to hit because he's prone and it's melee attack.
He's prone.
Oh, let's see if I crit. Nope. So still 21.
But you still get sneak attack. Well,
I
you get
do.
sneak attack for several reasons, but
Yep.
Yes.
All the reasons.
it's good to have more than less.
Ooh, that was actually pretty good. So 19 points of 22 points of piercing damage. I forgot to
Okay, and you're using the short swords?
Yep.
Okay,
Just one
so-
short sword. So just as I'm running past it, just real quick into its hip.
Okay. All right. You see that you do hit it, and it does seem to draw this black ichor from its flesh, like blood, except it's just pure black and dripping. It seems as if the hide kind of repelled some of the damage that you'd expect that it would do more, the strikes that you made, but not as much as you expected. So, just for your information.
I'm only going to go ahead about 20 more feet just to see if there's any enemies coming up, and then I'll.
Okay, right now you're looking at a flaming door. So if there's anything beyond it, and then the hallway keeps going down into darkness.
But
Okay.
does the light
come
from
back
his
here.
chest see anything?
Actually, I'll come back here.
The light from his chest extends down 20 feet, and so I mean it's just.
I'm just making sure there's no other enemies coming up behind us.
Not that you see, and
So-
if there's something coming through the burning door, you can't see that yet.
I turn around and I keep a somewhat safe distance, and that's fine.
Okay.
And you keep your chest illuminated on the rest of us.
Yes.
All right, that's it for Dakir. Okay, very angry fiend spikes coming out of his body pops up in front of the bear and just kind of gazing around angrily at the three of you that are within its reach. Howl's right there.
You're within its reach?
Yep, I think so.
Not me.
Me and
I'm 15 feet away.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you have to move to get the key.
Yes, he's another 5 feet. So
Oh, and my sentinel won't proc because no one's next to me.
Maybe kind of
Taking
long.
that strike. All right. What he's gonna do? Howl is the closest one in front of him, and he's going to strike at him with 2 claws.
Oh.
Holy crap! Both of them missed. And I mean,
Because I got the shield.
there you go. It's clawing off the shield, and you get these rents in the front of your shield now. And then
you have to take
turning,
damage into
you
your
see a
dexterity?
flame, a ball of flame appear in his hand, and it goes at it to cure.
Damn it.
So making that attack, 12.
All right, so the
What
ring
is
does its
the
job,
range
and it just sort of veers off course, and it almost hit me.
Actually,
Yep, okay.
you need the ring.
Ball of flame disappears into the darkness and
I have a slasher for you.
dissipates beyond.
That's it.
And it growls with this frustration at not being able to do what it thought it was going to do easily. And that's going to bring up Kiba.
All right. Bear has multi-attack. Can I use one of the attacks to shove it down? I don't.
It's just one action.
Or
though,
one
right?
action to shove?
Yeah, it's one action.
Alright.
All your attacks are in one action, correct? So
I'm choosing to believe that. Yeah, you can probably you can fuck him up. I'll take my action to shove him back. I see he stood up. I don't want him to be standing.
okay.
Like, would it be an action to like attack, like a shove attack?
Yeah, it's gonna be
Does
it's
it
gonna be
count as
a
strike?
grapple basically. Since there's not this unique situation of the movement factor and darkness.
Yeah.
You're actually trying to forcibly shove him down. You can do so. Go ahead and make a grappling attack. It's athletics.
Don't fuck me. Well, that's not the best, but not the worst.
Man, your pencil really tried to make that 20.
But 15.
That's good enough. I mean, it's a slight creature. It's man-sized, but he's aside from all the spikes, spindly spikes coming out of him, he's not. He's very slight. And as you shove him, making him fall to the ground again, the spikes once again penetrate,
Oh, good. For rage-based reasons, good.
causing you 6 points of piercing damage after 3. And
You took it or I took it?
she
I
did.
took it because I shoved him
You
down.
did the shoving.
Yeah.
And so it's on its butt again, but technically prone.
I just
you
looked it up.
accomplish your objective.
So
Anything else?
cantrip damage increase actually goes by character level, not class level. Just so you
No.
know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nope. I'm pretty satisfied.
Okay. All right, Hal, you're up.
Oh, you're all the ground, easy pickings.
So I'm gonna.
This way you don't have to reckless. That's where I was
Yes.
going.
I'm going. Yeah, I'm just
Oh,
going.
actually, I would like to move before you do that. If I can
All
do
right,
that.
okay.
Sorry. Just moving over here. Actually, no. Never mind. I said nothing because I can't. Close. I can't get within 5 feet of you.
So, yeah, I didn't take damage. So technically, I do have to rage again if I'm going to. You know what? I'm gonna sit.
So you do have advantage on it because it's prone.
Yeah. Bonus action, I have to burn a second rage since I didn't take damage. Oh, I expected to get hit by it. And
It had the same expectation.
yeah, I tried. And I'm gonna take a swing at it with the hand axe. So that's 18 to hit.
18 hits.
18. So that's just. Yeah. Oh, dang.
Wait, are you using a short sword?
I'm one-handed
sword
right
and
now.
board.
Yeah, I'm sword and boarding right now. So that's plus. That's 10 points of slashing damage.
Okay, you're using a regular
Single-handed hand axe.
axe. Okay, right. Okay, 10 points. Okay, once again, you also get the impression that the hide kind of resisted some of the impact. You said 10. Okay,
Yes.
But I get to do it again.
but it does draw that black ichor from it.
Yeah. I get to take a second swing at him though, because multi-attack at
Yeah.
this level. 24 to hit,
That hits.
and that'll be another 10 points of slashing damage.
Okay, well,
For a total of 10 points of
Total of
slashing.
10, except this time I'm proccing the bear totem for this rage. And he gets to take an extra 2 as the aura flashes around me. That's another 8 points.
Wow.
From that. I don't know if that delineates it, but
Or if that counts as magic damage.
yeah, that's what I mean. Okay. That's why I rolled it separate.
Okay, was there another attack?
I got 2 of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
The bear looks kind of.
And
Yeah, that seemed to have a more effective impact on him. What's interesting about that attack is that it actually draws physical damage. You see the claws, rip down its hide. Even though it's magical damage, you can see the impression of claws in its body, and it's very satisfying to you. All right, anything else?
you know what those people feel like, and that's my turn.
Yeah. All right, what's this guy doing? Top of the round. Okay. All right, Hildy, you're up.
Hildy's gonna concentrate, infuse discipline, force bolt.
Crit.
Nice.
Nat 20.
Wow.
So that's twice the dice, or double my score.
No, you
Twice the dice.
whatever. Yeah, we normally. I guess we didn't really talk about that because it could be either.
I'll just be rolling twice as many dice.
Yeah, because normally that's the way I like to do it.
Okay.
That's a satisfying feeling.
25 points force damage.
Holy shit!
Nothing resists force damage.
Wow.
Except
Okay.
for.
Yeah.
Except for,
You see
oh, okay.
the impact of the force on the creature, and it seems badly injured. As whatever bone or skeletal structure it has, you can hear the crack.
I know.
Nice.
Anything else from Hildy?
Keep it abstraction.
Gonna move up a little closer to Kiva so nothing sneaks up behind her. And but far enough away that creature can't bite her.
Can I suggest that you stand right here, like right there, just for outline-based reasons?
Sure.
Cool.
Okay, it's gonna bring it to Kier.
Damn, Hildegard. I'm gonna go, as I'm running by, I'm gonna take my short sword, I'm gonna try to aim for the giant crater in its flesh now.
Full shot, but you still have advantage because he's prone.
Yeah, he's still prone, so you still have.
So that would cancel out with the disadvantage because I'm doing called shot, right?
Oh, yes.
I'm trying to bypass its damage reduction by going for the crater that Hildegard left. If I think that's...
Okay, all right.
No, it was me. I walked up and it exploded.
Yeah.
I've seen you cast that before.
We can do math.
Yeah, but the thing about Hildy, these types of spells, you don't see anything like rush forward from her.
just kinda-
energy or anything. It's just
From her mind.
boom, it just happens.
Like when it's
But go ahead.
Does a 17 hit?
17 does hit.
No, because then she wants it to happen.
Yeah.
6, so 12 plus 3 is 15.
15, okay.
Points of piercing damage.
Yeah, so that cold shot, right on top of Hildy's attack, seems to draw the injury that you expect, and more black ichor just now flooding down its chest.
So I kind of like kick my legs up and then come down full force right in that crater and then keep running by. I'll be right next to her.
Mobile feet's so goofy, bro.
Squirrel attack.
I love it.
Okay. Anything else from the
He's called the drive. Yeah, well, I mean, he's a horse, so the drive-by fits a lot better.
Is that it for Dakir?
Yes, that's it.
That's a high five for those not on the camera.
Galloping joke.
Okay. All right. The creature once again stands up. Its body just covered with its own black blood. It smells of death and necrosis, as it's just everywhere, splattered on the wall, splattered on the floor, splattered on some of you, and it looks beyond you. Konik Mokperg. And I'm pulling out a very large die for this one.
Oh, I thought that was like the Indiana Jones ball of like.
Yeah, it's gonna roll.
In real time, let's see who gets hit.
All right, damn, this is tiny little surfaces. What am I
Do
rolling?
any of us understand that conic mock perk? Or whatever it said?
Sound like
Yes, as a matter of fact.
I was afraid of that.
It would only be
do
you.
I
imagine.
understand it? I don't think so.
No,
yeah.
but Hilda, you do.
Yeah.
I summon from fire.
Fuck you.
Is what it says.
Y'all don't know that?
I am just annoyed that it's speaking.
And then it's just, you see as it stares behind you and it's like, ah! That's it.
Beat.
No,
the energy has moved from this side of the room.
it just takes a minute for that thing to come up from behind us now.
Yeah. We'll have this in our sleep 20 years from now.
Maybe.
I am
let's get
done
back
with
to Kiva.
sleep attacks. Kiva? Hey, what do you do with flanking? What are your flanking rules? Because
+2.
+2?
Yeah, so it doesn't affect your advantage. You get +2 if you're flanking.
Into us today, Hildy says back. No, don't do that.
On Wirgin?
Huh?
The Wirgin, the language of the Tuatha and Wirgin? Okay.
What do they sound like each other?
No, that's...
They're having a conversation.
You know, I feel like I'm still the most effective, just
It wasn't in Wirgin.
shoving this thing.
He spoke.
Oh,
I do like having this
another
thing on the
language.
ground for everyone
Oh.
else.
No. Okay, it was just that screen.
Just the
Everything
old-
else okay?
What happened?
That screen, what the?
Weird.
was it the camera too?
No, the
Camera's
power.
Oh no.
Yeah,
There you
we're
go.
on generator
Camera's
right
just
now.
down.
So,
Oh, we're frozen now.
Yeah.
yeah,
Hi.
and on the hardware. So we're gonna take another quick break, and hopefully when we come back, we'll be back on it once
Before
more.
we leave, I just want to say that Howl here cast a ritual to give good luck to us and curse the DM. Didn't think it through.
This ritual involved insulting the DM and challenging him.
We shall see.
Go to the.
All right, we'll be right back. Hi, folks. Thank you for being patient with us as we're going through stormy weather here at the moment and dealing with power outages frequently. But hopefully, the rains has subsided and I don't hear any thunder and lightning any longer. So hopefully, we'll get through the rest of our session without any issues. So anyway, we're getting back to this tussle with the Barbed Devil down below the temple, in the Temple of Suna, actually, within the Lyons Maw, the keep, in Lions Gate. And so we are at the top of the turn order with Hildy. Hildy, what are you going to do to deal with this thing?
Hildy is getting tired of this thing. I don't like you. She's gonna do a forceful.
Okay, forceful. Make it ho.
16.
That's a hit.
Nice.
Go and roll your damage.
Another 16. 16 points.
Okay, wow. Okay, so the invisible bolts of force explode into this thing's. You watch it just kind of like receive the force through its chest and other parts of its body, almost sending it backwards a little bit. But it's still on its feet, eyes glowing red and angry. And anything else from Hildy at this point?
Just gonna move back 5 feet just in case he didn't like that.
Okay. All right, and that's going to bring up Dakir.
I just saw a beam of. What does that look like again?
Nothing.
No, you didn't see a beam of anything. You might have heard. Actually, you probably didn't hear much of anything other than the creature just being hit by these, the appearing to be hit by force. Yep.
All right, so
I'll remind you that since he is prone, because I keep pushing him down
Yeah.
like a bully, you do have advantage.
No, he's not prone right now. The last time you were not able to push him prone, so he's up.
All right. Well, I'm gonna try to make a called shot to where these craters Hildegard whoever damaged it left gaping.
You
holes in
probably
its
know
body.
by now. You've seen it before.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Hildy, so yeah. So make a called shot, right? That's going to be a disadvantage?
Yep. So disadvantage. I rolled an 11 and a 5. That's gonna give me 11 total.
Okay.
And then my offhand attack is going to be a 15.
Okay, 11 misses, 15 hits. Go ahead and roll your damage. The offhand has with a dagger, right?
They're both no, they're both short
Short swords, that's right. You get double swords. Dual wielding short swords.
10, 14, 15. I don't get my ability modifier because my offhand attack, so 15 points of damage.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Wedge it into that hole.
And you do so. I mean, it kind of staggers a little bit. You see that it takes, as you have been watching, a lot of damage you guys have been dealing, at least the melee damage, has been mitigated by some nature of this creature. But that being a called shot right on top of the force strike by Hildy, you feel like it's doing the regular damage that you would expect. And you watch as the black gush of necrosis looking blood just kind of streams down its chest, and that's going to bring up the creature, which you probably have an idea at this point is a fiend. And
So just move a little bit since it can't attack me.
all right, covered with barbs. He looks beyond you once more, just like he did the last time, and extending out one hand, kind of focusing on that area behind you. Ectornit Berg. And gonna roll that big 100 die again. Don't see anything happen, but the frustration on this creature's face is just immutable. It pulls back and looks around for maybe a place to run, but there's nowhere. You guys are all around him. It's gonna bring up Kiva.
How's he looking?
Not great. I mean, he's gushing this black blood from various injuries on his body.
Well, just attack him then.
Okay, make an attack. Make an attack, bear.
Perform the bite, and that is a miss.
Okay, miss with the bite.
I thought about biting him, but then I realized that it would taste like absolute.
Yeah, it wouldn't taste great, but
Then I'll take a claw attack, and that's a 16 plus numbers.
okay, that hits. 16 plus numbers hits.
Yeah.
That was a claw attack.
Yeah. What is it? 2d6 4. 7 plus. That is 13 points slashing damage.
Okay. All right. So once again, he kind of staggers a bit. You see him shudder. Almost seems to collapse as his legs are very, very weak at this point. But he's still standing there glaring. Anything else for Kiva?
I just look at the fellow barbarian and just do like little.
Oh, it's my turn. Hal's gonna come up to it and he's going to reckless attack, going to swipe at him with the hand axe.
Okay.
That's a 16 hit.
16 hits.
16. I rolled a 1 on the dice. That is, that is. Oh God, what am I adding? I'm sorry, I'm really proud.
Yeah.
7 points of slashing damage.
Yeah, 7 seems to do the trick. As you bring your axe down, cleaving its head, watching it split open from top to jaw. The brain matter just being spattered off behind all over your friend Dick here, behind you, as he's covered in the creature's
I didn't move far back enough.
black blood and brain matter. As the thing collapses, you watch the glow just disappear from its eyes as it falls to the ground. And we are out of initiative. So, the creature's down.
Oh, thank goodness.
And
You should have done that earlier.
I was trying.
And Howl's going to, and he's going to slowly back up, and he's going to dive into the other room.
Okay,
Where
so-
saw the leprechaun go.
right at this point, that door is embers.
Embers.
Yeah, it was flaming earlier, but by this point, of several rounds, is mostly just embers. So it's still a glow and it's still dark beyond. But as you and it's still barely holding up there, as you bust through it, good roll in athletics just for their kicks and giggles as you roll through that door.
Oh, I'm so good at this. Oh, I am good at this. That is athletics. It's a 26.
Wow! Boom! Boom! Just embers go flying all over the place throughout the room inside, and it's completely dark, except for the few little places where the embers landed that don't bring enough light to really illuminate the room itself. Extraordinarily dark. As you stop, probably about 10 feet in, you realize that you're just in complete darkness. Behind you, the light sources are, we have Dick here that still has the light on his chest that Hildy cast on him earlier.
Yep.
And we have, of course, Hildy that's got the regular illumination on right now, correct? And I think that's it. So all that's in the hall behind you. But Dick here is pretty close to the door, so we're no longer at initiative. What do you guys want to do?
I can't see.
Why did he do that?
I have no idea.
I'll stop being a bear for a little bit. I'll be a person again.
Okay.
I followed him.
Yes.
I'll follow him into the room just so he's not alone in there.
Okay.
And yes, I'll also.
Oh, that's 15 in. Push me back just a little bit. Please. Thank you, buddy.
Would you please be more careful with your splat next time?
You're in the splash zone. It's
Oh,
all
I
here.
was 10 feet away.
Little bastard.
And Dicker doesn't smell too good at all. So the slight glow that Hildy has, she's in the doorway, and then Dicker being fully in is just like a spotlight. So you have basically about almost like a 15-foot cone as you kind of span the room. Spotlighting different parts of the room. And what you see inside is a fairly ornate room. I mean, this is a room that has very, very, at least on the right side, is very plush, very ornate. You can see what looks like blankets on the bed or some sheets on the bed on the right-hand side, double-sized bed that seem to have like perhaps gold weaved throughout, as the entire thing has this golden sheen to it. There's desks, there's chests, that are obviously masterworks of furniture inside here. And then on the left side, it's a little bit more plain, and there's a small little bed that perhaps a servant might sleep in, and then again some other clinging furniture around. But as far as seeing anything living or moving around inside here besides yourself, passively, as you kind of move the spotlight around, nothing stands out. Not even that caboodle or whatever it might have been.
Oh dear, we have things to do.
Yeah, but there's a little fuck running around.
Did you see him come in here?
He turned into a demon deer.
did
You just
before.
killed him.
We heard him open a door. We don't know which door he opened, and Hildegard's right. We do have more problems to worry about. We should find that portal.
Not.
Once
Well-
we get in the portal, I'll let you steal things.
Okay, first of all, rude of you to assume that I'm going to steal things. Second of all,
You.
I don't like the idea of something waiting for us on our way back. Especially in somewhere that other temple knights are gonna go. I'm gonna go.
It turned into a demon deer. You killed it.
Does Hal believe that it turned into the demon?
Roll inside.
Oh, 20 total.
That's a dirty 20, that's great, but does Hildy believe that that's what happened? If she doesn't,
Or would a better question be, does Hildy want him to believe it?
then that would be a deception roll.
Come on, get it.
Okay. 16.
No, so you feel like Hildy may, but like with almost everything she says, this doesn't quite seem.
What do I know about leprechauns? I asked because you feel you're great.
Yeah, I'm like
Oh no!
all over myself. Okay, roll a history.
Roll history.
You're from Iru.
I remember you saying that I probably should know something.
Yeah. What'd you roll?
A very average roll.
Yeah, I'll give you advantage on it because in Iru, and the Western Kingdoms in general, but especially Iru, you probably know something a little bit about leprechauns.
That's a 16 on the die, which is good because I have +0 to intelligence.
Okay, so your best roll was 16?
Yeah.
What you do know about them is that they're said to be crafty, magical creatures that can be very dangerous, especially when there's more than one of them. They tend to like to, so it's said in the various rumors, said that they often, when they're found outside, where the area they inhabit, which is known as the Valley of the Leprechauns, which is somewhere to the south of Iru, in the mountains and a valley somewhere that's really obscure and rarely ever visited since no one ever returns from there that anybody knows of. But when they are encountered outside, it's typically because they are looking to abduct females, take back to their valley, and mate with them to make other little leprechauns.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
That's rumors, so, and stories.
But, well, I believe that one, so. Oh, those absolute fuckers. They're the type of fae thing that likes to kidnap ladies and, make more leprechauns with them. So,
Oh. Good thing you were bad.
why eat him whole?
Hashtag not all pay.
Have a gun. Don't worry. I think you're okay.
It didn't look too dissimilar from you, actually.
You might be a little past childbearing age. I think you'll do fine.
I'd say it's better safe than sorry if you encounter one.
Yeah.
So we have a portal to find.
We got a little man to find. Just now, we passed through here, and we mowed him.
We also know he can turn invisible, so
He just holds up his axe.
okay.
Okay?
The odds are very against us.
The
What
more,
is that on the axe here? What is?
Oh, I think it's some kind of ichor.
That's not good at all.
Why would you?
Kind of burns the tongue.
Why would you do that?
that puts
Like
the ink in
blood in a
liquor.
demon.
And Hal's gonna give a little pipe splatter the ichor on the floor.
Okay.
I should have done that earlier. Sorry.
So, Digger, I paid attention to absolutely none of the directions, so where are we supposed to go from here?
I believe it's down the hall this way. Oh, I don't know why I'm doing that.
Wait. Oh,
Going
fuck.
to go that way.
And then there should be, it says 5th door on the right.
But wait, aren't we?
5th door on the right, down the staircase,
Up the staircase.
up the step. Up.
So you're in the Temple of Suna now. As you look around, you recall, oh, yes, this is the Temple of Suna. No, we aren't.
Wait, we had to go past the temple.
That's right.
Yes.
We got sidetracked because someone wanted to investigate.
This was a
the
side
temple.
quest.
So we have to pass the temple on our right. There will be an alley with green double doors.
Okay. So you guys are exiting the temple?
Yes.
All right. So as you go back out, walking through the large domed chamber that's the chapel, still seeing the bodies where they lay, especially those over by the altar. The maidens of Suna and temple knights that had fallen, looking for some solace at this altar. Perhaps they found it. Exiting the temple through the double doors that are just barely hanging with the writing in blood, House of the Rising Sun on it. And off to your right, you see that there's an alleyway just beyond the temple.
And that alley here. You should keep your axe handy in case there's leprechauns.
I've got my axe.
Oh, good.
All right, so you head down the alley.
We're looking
right.
for green double door.
All right, it's not long before you do find what appears to be a green double door. Double doors that are set into what looks like just a brick facade on a building, and it has the paneling on the door, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the bolts that are along each panel.
The fourth bolt down on the top left panel.
Upper left, 4th bolts, but
You gotta.
are we counting up or down?
Oh, it's down there.
I'm just thinking from the center of the door, maybe it's going 1, 2, 3, 4 up.
That would be ridiculous.
And Hal's gonna reach for
You're welcome to
and
try.
Just press the bottom one on the upper left panel.
Okay.
Like this.
It presses in as you do so, very easily.
Make a con save.
And the door just opens up and reveals a long hallway beyond.
Well, look who's got the brains.
Now this corridor has several doors, and it's dark. So remember, you're out here when you're technically outside. It's kind of a gray haze because of the nature of the cloud that's filling the entire area of the castle, in and out of it. But inside, with no additional light other than what you carry with you, it's completely dark. So who's leading the way?
I think you're up front, Rudolph.
You want some light beer?
Yes, I'll go up front.
Do I want some light?
You can go first and kill things.
Well, that is an enticing offer. He's currently glowing.
If you want to take it off of me and give it to him, by all means.
Oh, fine. Just put it on my shield.
Light up.
Okay.
Light can.
Is he gonna maintain the light too?
I don't think you can you?
Yeah, it lasts for an hour.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So both of them? Okay, so so basically both of them
on
are like
everybody, I guess.
spotlighting, since it's his chest and your shield. So yeah, all right. So what's the marching order?
I'll go. Okay, I'll go second.
Okay, so Hal,
Dicker.
Dicker.
I'll go last then.
Okay, Hildy, and then Kiva. All right. So yes, you have a long corridor that you illuminate brightly with the light spells that you have upon you, and you see doors on either side all the way down. Several of them, probably about, as far as you can see, which is pretty long, at least 8 to 10 doors along each side.
5th door on the right. Sounds good.
Fifth door.
5th door on the right.
Yes, indeed.
Okay. So as you go down, you find the 5th door on the right, and jiggle the latch. Appears locked.
Oh, time to break out the old Bones Thieves tools.
Was it 5th door on the right or 5th door on the left?
I wrote down 5th door on the right.
All right, I defer to you.
Well, you didn't pay attention, so why don't trust you?
All right, so I undo my bag of bones that have been shaped into thieves' tools, and I'll start working on it
Okay.
Chicken bones?
with a natural 1.
Nat 1.
See
Okay.
what happened is just as he went to put the pick in, Mike looked up the fact that the light cantrip does dismiss if I cast it.
Okay. Lights out.
Fucking suck. Does that break your tool?
I don't know. It's up to
It
him.
could. It could. Actually,
I mean, not one is
roll.
it's a
Roll.
10. It's a 10 is my
It was
result.
still in that one.
Yeah, that's true.
Roll your d30.
None of that.
Oh no, my D3's gone.
Here.
No.
Hey, I bought a bunch of them.
That's cocked.
Solidarity.
6.
6. Let me bring up my d30 chart.
I think
You just
yeah. Expertise.
You suck.
Expertise, our proficiency just went up, so I get +6 from that, and
Nice.
then my dexterity.
you just you know, you do have chicken bone picks, so you know we do have a solution to the problem.
You rolled a 6 or not? What was it?
6 on the D30, yeah.
Okay, 6 on the
Daniel,
d30. All right.
Well, if they're all chickens, Daniel is a very pretty lady.
I love my thieves' tools. Please don't break.
This is so appropriate. You are so inept. What it says.
I like Hildegard's explanation better, as my light went out as I was doing it.
You're so inept that you damage or break the tool or weapon that you were using during this action. So unfortunately, you just broke a few of your thieves' tools that you utilized to unlock doors. So unfortunately, you'll probably have to find a new set before too long.
Well, you know, you could always open the door. You have the universal lockpick.
I am so devastated.
Violence.
That was a wooden set anyway. It sucked.
No, it was bones.
Oh, I know.
It was my sister's bones.
Oh.
I'm like doubly upset. I mean, what?
That is dark. Okay.
I mean, forget I didn't say that.
Took a deep.
Anybody got a medic pen for Drew?
Are you?
Wow.
I'm sorry. What kind of druid do you think I'm playing?
What kind of road do you think
Sister was the name of my chicken.
Oh my God. I've created monsters. Okay.
You know, Hilly seems a lot saner now that everyone else is in the party.
Yeah. Wow. So without your sister Bones to open up the door, what are you guys going to do? It seems like a stout oak door.
I'm gonna. I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm gonna take the hand axe and I'm just gonna try and go around the lock.
Okay. All right. Gonna break. Okay. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
All right. Which is 17.
That's a hit. And we'll go ahead and roll some damage.
4 plus 4, 8.
8. Okay. So your first strike, you do enough damage around it that you weaken
Frozen
it significantly.
again. Sorry.
But it's still
Going for a shoulder check.
okay. All right. Great. Roll athletics.
Oh, that's cocked. Thank God.
Or
Ooh, athletics. So that's I should have that number memorized. 23.
Wow, easy enough. You burst through that thing after weakening the lock, which I probably should have given you advantage on anyway. But you burst through, and your shield illuminates the interior of what looks like a storeroom. It's about 20 feet by 20 feet, and is filled with crates. It's got a few barrels. It's got some rope, several coils of rope, some linens, and all kinds of various things inside.
I don't think this is where the portal's supposed to be.
No, we're looking for a stairwell here.
Do I see a stairwell in here?
No, you don't see a stairwell.
I don't see a stairwell.
were we supposed to go down a set of stairs, and then the fifth door on the right?
Ooh,
Could it have been the fifth door on the left? Did I write it down wrong?
No, I remember the fifth door on the right.
What have I
got
done
this
wrong?
rope in here. And cloth.
It's nice hemp rope. There's at least two, the equivalent of two 50-foot,
50 foot.
if you wanted them.
That should. I mean, that could trip a demon. That could trip a demon if we,
True.
or something.
I'm stealing.
Okay.
She said you could steal after we get through the portal.
We're at the fifth door on the right now, right?
Yes.
Let's go to the fifth door on the left.
Okay.
Don't just start opening doors. We don't know what's trapped.
Let's
That's a good point.
Well, we're in the.
Why don't you just turn the handle of the fifth door on the left?
What would have happened if we touched the wrong bolt?
appears open.
Why open the fifth door on the left?
Inside, you see what appears to be a short corridor that leads to a spiral staircase leading down. It's dark, so the ambient light from them shining down.
I look at you and I just do like the, come on.
But what's in the fourth door on the right?
What?
Never mind, we got a portal to get to. Guys, keep on finding it.
You're a really good rogue.
You're a really good druid.
I'm still heartbroken.
We got more chickens if you need them.
Yeah.
It's chicken bones, right?
I'm fine. Let's go. We don't have time to waste.
I mean, he made a trap out of like squirrel skulls and stuff.
shit, he's
Chickens, by the way, are still pretty quiet.
How
Pretty
did-
quiet at this point
How
as
did
you're
he get
dragging
down the
them around.
spiral staircase? He's part horse. He's too long for this turn. How did he do that?
I just keep walking. You gotta down the stairs,
You guys are going down the stairs?
Yeah, and I'm rushing behind him with the light, like, be careful!
trotting very easily down the
I
stairs.
hesitate for a moment because the non-Euclidean geometry of like the horse turning in the middle is like screwing with my brain.
Yeah,
Then I-
it is a pretty tight spiral, just to be cruel.
Am I reading H.P. Lovecraft non-Euclidean geometry of the staircase?
Well, to be fair, anything that's not on a piece of paper is non-Euclidean geometry. Lovecraft was afraid of math, but
It goes about 30 feet down and ends at a wall bearing the relief of a rampant lion. That's it.
Okay, that's gotta be it then, because it ends at a cavern with a lion, and we have to use its left claw.
What?
which one's the left one?
So, rampant lion. So that means facing one way, lion, both claws facing one way.
They're both on the left.
What?
Actually, technically, they're both on the right.
Oh.
And so,
Oh, this is even more confusing.
because the lion is facing to the right.
I touch its left claw.
He touches left paw. Okay, it
Left,
feels.
yeah.
I mean, you like they go. It just
I'm
has a
gonna
little bit
try
of movement.
Giving it any movement, either up or down, or however.
It does. It has a little play in it.
So the one down here, if it's like this, left claw, it's left.
Okay.
So I just
If that's yes, if you believe that, it's fine. So left claw, you're gonna pull it down.
feel like
This claw.
mislead me.
Yeah, I'm
pull it down. Pull it down.
Just laying out the facts.
He's frozen.
Again.
But that's good because I write things down and I remember things really well. And it was the fifth door on the right, not the left, and it was a stairwell up.
Well, no.
Yeah.
Oh,
I wrote down the same thing, and I don't
no
remember
on
having this
both of those
problem.
counts.
He wrote them also.
Fifth door on the
I
right.
wrote down staircase.
It
so-
was down the staircase because it's
Yeah.
underneath the castle, and it was a fifth door on the left.
Well,
So
We're descending into the bowels.
words.
Any proof we have is destroyed.
Fourth, upper left, fifth left,
It's like
lion left.
Timeline.
Yeah.
The barbarians are both right.
I don't know. Somebody tell me a color. Let me whisper it to Akiba. You can whisper it, and let's see what it ends up back to me at.
Let's see how well I can enunciate the color.
Very, very
We're
friendly.
back.
Okay, so left.
I touch its left claw, which is the one
Which one?
down here.
The lower claw?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
If
So
it's positioned like this would
it
be
is.
its
I
left.
mean, that's apparently what it looks like. So, all right. So you pull that one.
Yep.
Okay, it moves easily, and as you do so, the entire wall just kind of, you feel a rush of warm, hot air as the wall just kind of presses forward and then splits and opens up entirely.
Oh, I don't like that. You should go first.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Now, I'll tell you what
Right
you
behind
see.
ya.
Now you're the one standing in the four at this point,
arrows.
but you don't have the light. Hal, I presume you're right
I'm
next to
gonna
him.
like stack up like next to him.
Okay,
Yeah,
this is
I'm
wide enough that
stepping back,
easily
letting
two
him
of you
go
could.
through.
It's almost like a double door. It's this how wide it is. It presses off, and then your shield illuminating some of the area. It's like looking. It's like headlights in fog, except this is a black, dark, nasty ashen-like fog. It feels, a bit oily on the skin, although it doesn't seem to stick. Maybe it's psychological. But you feel like this is a large chamber, just based on the sound of shifting gravel and random thuds of something heavy echoing off into the distance. And the cloud or smoke here is especially thick. But it's not thick enough to obscure a red glow off in the distance, maybe 30 or 40 feet away, that appears to be a circular glow. Maybe it's a portal. It's hard to tell, and you can't see with the obscurity and the distance, the smoke or cloud. You can't see in the portal from this distance. Maybe you've got closer. You don't know, but right now it's just kind of a dull glow, which is off in the distance and perhaps the center of the room. Again, you're not sure how big it is, but just the way the walls curve off and the ceiling, you feel like this is a pretty big chamber. And the noise of these doors coming in was not quiet. I mean, it was very, very loud as they pressed in and moved to the side.
And you are.
And you hear what sounds like a...
Hildy is going to shut off her glow and shut off his shield.
Okay, all right.
I'm drawing my sword and stepping back.
Something seems to be moving towards you through the cloud. You cannot see at this point, but definitely getting louder. And that's where we're going to pick it up next time. So thank you all very much. Sorry for all the technical difficulties we had tonight. And a big shout out to my friends, or new friends at SuperCon, who played in some of my games down in Miami this past weekend. Had a great time, and hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Maybe we'll see you again next time if you're watching the show. And outside of that, thank you very much, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Thank you.
We're gonna fucking die.
No more curses.
I don't think you meant that kind of curse.
No. I remember last session you did that little curse thing, and you cursed his dice and the weather.